Hello, viewers. Welcome back to the Wild Beyond. We've got the whole team. We've got Auphoriate, we've got Kale, we've got Moskrit, and we've got Valian. We're about to jump back into things, but I've written up a recap here, a little bit detailed this time. So let's get into that. And, I didn't mean to cut that music off. Whatever. I'll just put this waiting music back on. Alright. After doing their best to make the carnival the happiest it could be, the group packed up and headed into the Witchlight Monarch crowning ceremony with the rest of the fairgoers. While there, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light returned to the big top and thanked everyone for coming out. After the crowd settled in, Mr. Witch took out a golden crown of butterflies, and Mr. Light conjured a magical mote of light that swam around the stands, pausing above various people before moving on, and eventually making its way towards the group. The twinkle of light flickered above Valian's head, and Mr. Light invited him to be knighted via the Witchlight vein, and wear the crown of the monarch while making a victory lap of the tent. In the last hour of the event, Valian had trained a number of kids to put on an epic battle performance, which had secured his spot as the monarch. As the two misters thanked everyone for coming and started to pack up, our group made their way back to the Hall of Illusions, where they would utter the secret phrase that allowed passage to Prismeer. Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where. And the elegant oval mirror in front of them faded away and replaced itself with a swirling portal into the unknown. The four friends stepped through one by one and found themselves on the top of a causeway surrounded by mists. The causeway had once stretched all the way across the land to a luxurious palace at the domain's center, but at this point in time, large chunks of the causeway had crumbled away, leaving multiple gaps that extended for miles. Swooping out from the mist to the north suddenly was a patchwork balloon that nearly slammed into the group had it not violently crashed into a crooked tower that loomed a few miles to their east. Moskrit and Auphoriate took to the sky and flew after the balloon, discovering that there was only a single survivor, a small purple dragon standing roughly 1 foot tall, locked inside a pristine birdcage made of silver. This was Sir Talavar of the Summer Court. He had just escaped from downfall with the help of a bullywug named Wigglewog. But sadly, Wigglewog had died in the crash. Talavar had been trying to return to the Summer Court to speak to his queen Titania about the predicament Prismeer found itself in, but Bavlorna had captured him in this magical cage and gave the key to some goblin woman. Valian and Kale were still standing atop the causeway with no knowledge of how far down the ground was, but chose to free fall through the mist, and at the last minute, as they were plummeting towards the bottom, pixie dust themselves, the final handful of feet to the surface. At the bottom, they found themselves in a thick swamp where a group of Herringons approached, singing a song of their fearless leader Agdon Longscarf, and quickly surrounded them, declaring this to be a robbery. A gourd with a golden stopper on the top was presented to the group, and they were asked to think of the moment they last received a gift, to which Kale recalled the Technicolor chest hair he was given from the Zoltar machine. But the moment Kale touched the golden gourd stopper, the memories of how, what, when, and where all vanished from his mind. Kale no longer remembered how his chest hair came to be this way. Valian, on the other hand, tried to make a deal with the group. Surely the gang wasn't happy working for the local hag. Maybe they could work something out. Why in the world would they want to rob someone? Jebic explained that they're in Hither, which belongs to slack-jawed Lorna, and so everything inside of Hither belongs to her. They're merely bringing her possessions back to her. Valian tries to convince the brigands that Bavlorna doesn't have their best interests in mind, and Jebic backs off a bit, apparently happy with just one memory acquired from Kale. Moskrit uses the wizard puppet to create the sound of a lion behind the brigands and quickly swoops in, snatching the magical gourd from the hands of the Herringon. They demand the gourd be returned post-haste, and Valian inquires further. Do the brigands even like Bavlorna? Would they prefer to take things from people who deserve it rather than innocents? Have the Herringons even had a memory stolen from them? Jebic admits that there's not a memory that she can remember forgetting. Kale chimes in, explaining that the whole group was here last week, playing poker with the brigands. How could they not remember that? In fact, the brigands owed the adventurers a favor. Successfully confusing the Herringons into backing off, they agreed to not press for any more memories, but the group would need to return the magic gourd. Moskrit asked for one final thing before returning the gourd. There was a key goblin somewhere. Had they heard of them? Turns out this goblin was named Jingle Jangle, and they lived on a hill to the east. Before finally leaving, the Herringons made a deal with the group that there was no deal, at least not one that they were allowed to talk about. And before long, our heroes were left alone and allowed to go on their way. Heading east towards the alleged location of Jingle Jangle, the four adventurers passed by the slanted tower that Sir Talavar had crashed into and decided to scope it out. They were able to sneak into the tower without waking either of the huge snakes that slept outside, and they found a few mundane objects inside. There was an old dagger and a moldy backpack, but other than that, the place was practically empty. At Sir Talavar's request, the group climbed up on the roof and extracted the body of Wigglewog and sent Aureate outside to dig a hole and give him a proper burial. But as they exited the building, the two snakes awoke and started in on our heroes. Kale blasted them with mind bullets, Valian launched shot after shot from his short bow, and Moskrit got all up in their faces, slamming them repeatedly with her warhammer. From outside, Aureate even landed a few eldritch blasts on the snakes before they were finally left motionless on the ground outside the tower. And that's where we start again. You have the body of Mr. Wigglewog there with you. Sir Talavar is in his bird cage, and you're standing around the corpses of two gigantic constrictor snakes. What are you guys doing?
That was a really cool recap, by the way.
Wow,
can I just get one thing clear? So there was like a band of people that robbed you. What was the item that you had to give them? What did they want?
They wanted a memory of us receiving a gift, so I gave them the knowledge of the gift I had of me
The
getting
chest
the rainbow
hair.
hair.
Yep.
But now I have no recollection of it. But I don't know why I have chest hair or rainbow.
What was the
hair.
word that? What was the word that they used for that?
For what?
You were saying that they wanted something specifically, like used a specific word for it. Hand over the. I can't remember what you said. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, there was a gourd. Your microphone's doing the weird thing that it does. Yeah, there was like a weird gourd that had like a hole in the top and this golden stopper, and that's what extracted it. They held out this gourd. Kale had grabbed it.
Gotcha.
Like a squash type of deal.
I forgot a gourd is like a type of plant. That's what was confusing me.
Gotcha.
I was like, what's a gourd? I was like, yeah, okay, cool. That sounds cool. Do we have any idea where we are? Like, did you guys do a scout, or do we have any idea where we are on the map?
We're still at the tower, right, with the snakes?
Correct. Like, okay, so but yeah, he didn't see like any of the map having gone in here. So, well, here, just for the sake of you seeing some stuff, let's bring us here, just so you can see in relation to where you landed and where you are.
Okay.
Did this load in for you? I tried to preload it before.
Oh yeah, damn, that loads super quick.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys showed up on this causeway here. And then you saw this balloon crash happen against this tower. This tower sticks out of the mist a little bit. So you're only a handful of miles in from the causeway. You're about 5 miles in from the causeway, and there's kind of mist everywhere.
Cool. Is this dragon person still sealed in that cage?
He is. He's still in a bird cage, tiny little dragon. But yeah, you can talk to them if you'd like.
And that was the plan. We've got to get him back to his queen, right?
He's really all he's wanting is to get out of this bird cage. He can probably handle it from there.
Kale, did you want to look at the magical bird cage, see if you can figure it out?
I could be wrong, but I thought he mentioned something that it required a special key, right? Maybe I'm
That's
wrong.
true. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So I think they've already kind of looked at the bird cage and tried to figure it out. It seems like it's enchanted. He cannot do magic inside of the bird cage, but it needs a special key. Now, this key was given by Bavlorna to some goblin woman that Moskrit asked the Haringons about, and they explained that that's probably Jingle Jangle, and they live over to the east on a hill over there.
I also is my microphone working better?
Yep, perfect.
Great. So I also asked about Clapperclaw, which was one of the people we were looking for here in Prismere.
Mm-hmm.
And Sir Talabar does not know Clapperclaw.
I want to do a
There's one other thing. A Morgort, which is another bullywug, was captured trying to help Sir Talabar with Wigglewog. Wigglewog is the one who died, but there was another one that was captured.
another Wigglewog.
Well, Wigglewog's their name. I know it sounds like bullywugs are what they are. Wigglewog died. Morgort got captured when they were escaping.
I'm gonna ask Kale since he's the Arcane's expert. I mean, I'm a fucking wizard and I'm a sorcerer and a warlock, but I'm just like Kale knows everything.
Kale can be your patron.
Oh God,
Kale.
please no.
If we got this guy to shrink down, could he squeeze through the bars, or is it? Do you think it's a type of magic that still won't let him out? Either way.
I don't know. Can I roll, I guess, Arcana to see if I would think that would work?
Sure. Well, I'm sorry if it launches all these sound effects. Oh, it did.
I'm just kind of worried, like, we wouldn't be able to kind of drag this cage everywhere with us, would we?
I mean, it's not too big. Yeah, I mean, you're able to carry it so far.
Yeah, we carried it when we went upstairs on the tower with us.
Oh, is he just like a bird-sized person? He's not like a full humanoid.
Yeah, somewhere between the size of a bird and like 1 foot tall.
Ah, okay.
I got a 17.
You did get a 17. You're not super confident that that would work if it's enchanted to keep them in or to stop them from doing magic. It's probably enchanted to stop them from leaving as well.
Have you guys just tried attacking it, like the cage?
I think so.
We can see the hill from the window upstairs, so I don't think it's that far. I think we could
Yeah,
find
that's
Jingle
probably true.
Jangle. It wouldn't take too long.
Yeah, true. I was just thinking we could give him some shrink potion through the side of the cage and he could just pop out.
Clever idea. Although Kale probably thinks that the magic will stop that from allowing him.
Well,
to
my
slip
other-
through.
My other plan was to get like a small little... Can I just do that quickly, actually?
Was
Can
that-
I just find like a small little bug or a critter, just like a tiny living animal or an insect, and just put it, see if it'll go through the cage?
Okay.
I want to see if living objects can cross the cage's wall.
Okay. Let me think if that would affect anything. Well, give me an investigation check. You're just kind of looking around the ground, looking for a bug to send in there. 11. Yeah, sure. You find a bug, and okay, interesting. What does this bug do? It you know, it passes in, it crawls in there, but then it seems like it's kind of stuck on the inside. When it tries to leave, it like ends up walking up an invisible wall and just across the bars, in between the bars, like
Okay,
there's a small
question.
force field.
Question answered.
Okay. All right.
Well, yeah, shrink potion ain't gonna work. I just wanted to know, just for backup purposes, in case shit went down with this goblin person as well.
Sure.
So I want to ask his name strong blank for me. I want to ask the tiny dragon. So how long has he been trapped in? I don't think we know how long he's actually been in there. I think about it.
Oh, well, I've been in here. Shoot. I was probably in there. It's been here a couple of weeks now.
You get you out of there, bud.
That's what I'm saying. I miss my family.
Should we head straight to the hill then? I'll look
I
over to the
guess.
party.
It's up to you. I'm at your behest.
Do you think we should bring the dragon with us, or maybe leave him in the tower and come back?
Oh no, I definitely am bringing Sir Talavar. Strapping him to my back.
I'm part
Oh,
of
what
our
happened with
mascot.
the what happened with the Kenku, by the way?
You guys forgot to bring them along, so they're nowhere in sight right now.
Oh,
Which I have no problem.
really?
I have no problem with, but you might see them later. Who knows? You guys rushed to the portal right after the thing. Didn't cross paths with Kettle Steam at all.
Damn.
But who knows? They may make their way into Prismere at some point, somehow.
Well, he knows the password, so I'm assuming that he probably got fed up waiting for us, and he's in here. He seemed pretty determined.
Could be.
Oh,
So,
all good. I was just checking.
Mosgrit takes the bird cage with Sir Talvar in it and just kind of wears it like a backpack and is carrying him along. And you guys kind of head out from this tower back out into the wilderness. I know your goal is to head towards that hill, but yeah, what are you guys doing? I guess you're headed to the right? Does
Yep.
seem accurate?
Towards where we saw the hill, Telemy Hill.
Alrighty. So you guys head over to the east. Let me move your tokens. And you make it somewhat far. Just gonna open up a chunk of space right there. Oop. Move y'all into it. And yeah, you're pushing through this like dank swamp. It almost feels like the water level is rising. It's getting deeper and deeper. You're just kind of pushing out into the area. You see like a bunch of footprints, like thousands of footprints, like in the probably like 30 feet wide. Just a whole group of people have marched through there, all sort like some with shoes, some without, a bunch of different types of feet, and they're headed like north. But you just come across the tracks of just thousands of some sort of humanoid, just legs upon legs, footprints upon footprints. So you
Is there
see that.
any like snail trails that would like seem to indicate that it was like Jarek's band or Jepix?
You're not seeing that, and you're not seeing any evidence of a snail. I can tell you that. That's pretty clear. Or I mean, if there is a snail there, its tracks are covered up by all the footprints. If this was Jebek or any of the Haringons, this is a way bigger group than you ran into before. Very well could be, but not a lot of them aren't. Actually, give me an investigation check instead of just giving you all the information for free. 11. Yeah, that's all I'll say then. It's not clear that this is Jebek's group.
Valiant, do you have survival?
Valiant, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have survival trait or whatever it is?
I don't think I do. Let me check.
Quick question then while he's looking it up. We
Sure.
did take a short rest, right? When we settled down, I think, right? I think we agreed down at the end of the session.
Hi.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, did we not actually do the short rest? Yeah, if everybody
Yeah, that's
wants
why
to
I said
do
I
the
just
short
looked
rest,
at my stuff. I'm like, oh wait, I forgot to do the short rest thing on my character.
Good catch.
I can't
Yeah.
bring up my HUD.
You can't even bring up the HUD? Hang on.
And I can't bring up my character sheet either.
Hang on.
That's
I
why
think
I'm
it's
going to
because-
D&D Beyond.
I think I just fixed it. But if D&D Beyond's easier at this point. Go for it.
There we go. Okay. I do not have survival. Sorry.
Okay. Too easy. Oh, you know why? It won't, because it won't let me bring up my things either. It's because when the group's a group token, it won't let you bring up the fancy HUD, the combat HUD.
Oh, that probably makes sense. Yeah, my bad. You can. You should still be able to hit C if you're not selected on the group.
Yeah,
token.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it still works.
Can we tell how fresh these prints are?
Give me an insight. A 9.
Ooh.
I mean, considering the water level changing, they can't be that old. They're probably within, I don't know, between a couple hours to 5 hours old.
Watch out, folks. I think we got a big party that might be nearby. Let's. I'm gonna fly and hover over the swamps, just so I'm not leaving more footprints.
Oh, okay.
Musket, you used to live in this area. I'm wondering, can you tell what sort of footprints the ones without shoes belong to? Like what sort of fey creatures or things might be here?
I stare real hard.
I can
Scrunching
I
up my
can guidance
face.
you.
Yeah, do you want to do a
I left when I was
survival?
really young. Yeah.
Oh, for you, it gives you guidance. Okay.
What does guidance give me? Do I get to
Plus,
roll that advantage?
Plus
a
4.
D4 to add to it.
That's not gonna do
On your
much.
4 already.
That's-
They just
I think it's a centipede.
I do.
yeah, it's
This
just
is
some
definitely
crazy centipede.
We're just one creature. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. This is all these feet
Yeah.
belong to one single creature.
Maybe we should keep moving so we don't get caught by this group.
When she says
Yeah, I'm
that,
down.
I want to just start walking stealthily because I don't have spell slots, so I'm being super cautious right now.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you don't want to run into that group of people, whoever it is. And I guess you guys continue heading east, correct? You guys pass up that trail and just start being cautious. Okay, great. One thing I forgot to mention about last session was that you came across a stream that showed in the reflection were weird things that were happening somewhere nearby. Not super relevant, just something I'm remembering right now.
What weird things specifically?
Do you guys remember what you guys
So
saw?
I remember what I saw. I saw an old lady who was cutting meat.
Okay. Yeah, an old lady in a red hat, I believe, chopping up meat in a dirty kitchen.
I think I saw an individual clad in black with a large pointy hat walks up to a house on stilts. Their shadow detaches from them and crawls into a window. The shadow looked similar to the shadow from the carnival.
Huh.
And I do remember what I wrote down what Moskrit saw too, if you would like
Ugly
Yeah.
to share
mermaids.
that.
The mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just mermaids.
Ugly
yeah.
mermaid.
A couple ugly mermaids swimming around in murky water.
Swimming around, hey? Is this water deep enough to swim?
Water deep.
No. It was definitely deeper than the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I
And you
think.
know what? Just to retroact, because you were technically there, let's give you a vision as well. You see a satyr whistling to himself as he reclines in a metal cage similar to Sir Talavar's that dangles off the end of a boom over a lake.
So he's stuck in a cage, hung over a lake sort of thing.
Like on the outside of a building, and just
Okay.
down below, probably 40, 50 feet below, is this big lake.
Do I know what a satyr is?
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know what a satyr is. What's the best way to describe it? It's just like a.
Goat
Why am I
man.
coming up blank? Yeah, like a goat-legged person.
You ever
like-
watch Hercules, the cartoon? Phil.
Yep. Oh,
He's a
okay,
satyr.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Usually more athletic than Phil, though.
All right,
All
so
right.
you guys push on, passing up the path of footprints to the giant centipede that's somewhere, and you. Let me actually look at the map here. All right.
It's face centipede.
Yeah, it's just some weird face centipede.
Like human centipede, but with fake creatures.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, you start to see like bodies in the ground. You start to see just weapons sticking out of the mud, and they start to build up more and more. There's multiple bodies in a pile. There's some of these are human, some of these are Harengon. There's a big mix. There's probably some fairies. I don't know, just a whole bunch of some owl folk are in there, but they're all dead bodies. They're all like wearing armor. It looks like a huge battle had happened here.
Oh. Can I see if any of the humans or relatively sized people have any medium armor that I can loot off their dead corpses?
Yeah, I suppose that you can. So you're on this huge, looks like
Oh, shit.
battlefield, and you start digging through some of the bodies just to see if you can grab up some armor. You do find some hide armor. You see another couple of like just some swords, some daggers all over the place. Spears and axes are kind of scattered everywhere. And yeah, you could start digging around for different things.
Hells yeah.
What about anybody else? Okay, you
Before
guys
it's
don't have
the
to
only
do
one
anything.
that.
Sorry, I was
No, I'm just judging
replying to
for
something
you.
real quick. What was the question?
No, I mean you don't have to
How
be doing
disgusting
anything.
do you find Euphoria?
Yeah. The answer can be nothing. I just want to make sure everyone gets a shot. So you guys have come across this like abandoned battlefield with bodies and just armor and swords and axes all over the place. Euphoria is going around like looking to loot this stuff, is grabbing up swords and armor, pulling the bodies out of this armor that he can put on. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'd probably approach cautiously, and I just want to see. Do I get a feeling of what caused this or how old the bodies are?
Give me a history check. 7. Yeah, you're not really sure. They were obviously mad about something. You're not exactly sure how old. They've been here for a little bit. Some of them are decayed, but it's not exactly clear how long ago this was. Could be a year, could be 5 years.
Can we tell? Sorry, you go. You go, Valen. You go.
I just want to look for any coins or coinage that looks similar to my uncle's or my grandfather's. Wow, sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you're digging around on bot, just kind of scouting, looking for something that resembles your grandfather's coin. Kale?
Oh, it was me, I think.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I was just checking to see if Kale and Moskrit were doing anything.
I'm looking for the biggest weapon. Like, is there anything that's just like just the size? It does not matter.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I
the
mean, you
condition it's in,
you
or
find like a
what it is.
crazy Final Fantasy sword that's way too big for you.
100%
100%
Goliath's
it's
pole
in.
arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice.
I'm like
your size.
jangling around. I still have a cage on my back.
Yeah, exactly.
This enormous sword. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are finding certain things, kind of digging around through this battlefield, and then you sense movement up ahead. Probably even before it probably was quicker to go out digging for stuff because he's like, "Oh, I need this," and you sense movement to the north, and actually from the ground, one of these people starts to climb up to their feet, until you notice that there's no body inside of the armor, and the armor actually, the helmet looks like the shape of an owl's head, and these two bodies of armor just end up standing up in front of you, and they're not moving too much, but they're just kind of standing there staring out in your direction.
Think we should go.
Can I help you, good sirs?
No response. We don't need.
If we just stand still, do they do anything?
They stand still. Were you gonna say something, Valiant?
Yeah, just wondering, can we clearly see anything behind them that it looks like they might be defending?
Not that you can tell. I mean, it seems like the rest is everywhere. I mean, give me an insight check. No, I mean, you're scanning the area. There's nothing that it seems like they're specifically guarding or anything.
Maybe they
Kale.
just...
I want to take my mage hand and just like give it a nudge on the shoulder, see if it like falls over.
I was totally gonna ask you to do that, Kale.
So, Kale goes to cast Mage Hand, and the body of armor in front of you like brings its hands down in front of itself and starts to like do the same kind of somatic components that you did to create the Mage Hand. And then you send the Mage Hand out to just kind of shove it, and it does nothing.
I want to slap the armor. See if it like makes a sound. Not to like hurt it, just to like make a sound.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, your mage hand slaps against it. It just goes ping. It does make contact. It's not an illusion.
Is it copying movements?
Give me an insight.
Can I just put my hand up in the air and see if it does the same thing?
Yeah, it does. It raises its hand.
Okay, what if I'm gonna ask one of the other guys to put their hands up now, see if the other one does it. Do they both put their hands up or just one?
Just the one in front of you.
Okay, Valin, can you put your hand up in the air?
Yeah, I go ahead and do that. I do the opposite hand.
Oh, okay. And yeah, the one nearest to Valian raises its hand, the opposite hand that Aphoria did, corresponding to Valian's movement.
Okay, Kale, put your hand out to the side now, like different to both of us.
I want to. I'll hear them. I will stand where there's like a weapon near me, and I'll pick up a weapon to see if it will pick up like anything near it.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to see if it was going to follow just Valian and I, like the closest people, or if it's going to act on everyone's movement.
Well, for sure. I mean, I think this still maybe proves something or other. I mean, it's still gonna... So, yeah, I mean, the one closest to Aphoria, I guess, still has its arm raised, if Aphoria's arm is still raised. You're the next closest, and so, yeah, you know what? It leans over, it looks to the ground, and it goes to grab in the area where you picked up a sword, although there was no sword there.
Does it still have its arm raised the whole time as it does that? Like, is it... Can I deduce if it's a combination of both of our movements, or if it's just doing his now?
No, it kept its hand up in the air with yours, so it seems to be a mix of both of your movements.
Okay. I wonder... Do you guys have rope, right?
I just want to poke it. Can I poke it?
You just want to take a stick and poke.
No, I'm asking Aphoria first, because Aphoria is my compass.
Gotcha.
What, before we poke these things or attack them or do anything, why don't we mage hand some rope around it and tie them up?
I have no rope.
I do have rope.
You've got rope?
Yep. I also have pittons if we want to pitten their arms.
What's pitting?
It's like rock
Like,
climbing where you hammer the rope into the wall.
Oh,
That feels
cool.
aggressive.
Well, we got like 50 feet of rope, right? Why don't we just cut it in half? I can always mend it later because I've got the spell, and we'll mage hand, because I've still got mage hand, so does Kale. We'll mage hand over and tie these guys up. What do you reckon? And then we'll fuck around with them.
Well, before you time, let me try one last thing. I'll stand in front of them, and I want to slap my chest, and I want to see if it slaps its chest and makes a noise.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it gives you the double. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't do anything different than what you do, but yeah, it hits its chest, correlating with the movement that you just made.
What if this is music activated, guys? What if we make them make music? I'm totally hinting at
like
the
that
Tarzan
idea.
scene, by the way, guys.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Kale has just pitched a perfectly acceptable idea.
What makes you think that they're musically activated is my question.
What else could they be used for?
I don't know. Murdering?
Just defending
They would have
something.
attacked us. They would have already, right?
I'm gonna bust a move. I'm gonna start doing like okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, let him.
Can we
let-
just tie-
Let's
can
let
we tie
Valiant
one of
finish
them
his
up?
idea. You can.
Well-
Although Valiant was going to do something spur of the moment. What is Valiant pitching?
I am just starting basically I'm recreating the stage combat scene I did with the children.
Oh,
Just
okay.
at this distance, just swords going and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you're acting out the battle so that it acts out. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so Valiant just starts swinging around. Whether you have a real sword or not, you're just putting on a show, blocking, swinging. It's a mirror image of you kind of fighting side by side with you in sync. Aphoria, what
This
were
is
you?
pretty cool.
What was Aphoria pitching?
I don't know. I'm just like getting nervous before we start fucking around with all these guys. Like, I'm keen to, but can we at least tie one of them up before we keep poking the bear?
We got Moskrit. She's got this. If things
Let
go
me
wrong.
smash him.
See?
If I move backwards, does the one on the left move backwards as well?
Yeah.
Okay, if I move up into the air, what does it do?
Well, that's a good question. It can't fly, so it just stands there jumping. It just is jumping repeatedly, trying to get up in the air where you're at, but unable to. And yeah, it starts building a depression.
What happens if I fly up in the air and then, like, I kind of have like a, like I'm using my hands to dig in the air below me. So I'm basically making it dig underneath itself, and then I start flying downwards. What does it do?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's imitating your hand movements. So, I mean, essentially, yeah, it just starts digging a hole underneath itself, and it just gradually drops lower and lower. As long as you persist with these actions, it keeps trying to dig itself deeper into the ground. Eventually, it gets to an area where, like, there's more water than dirt, and it's just kind of scooping up mud and throwing it aside and not getting any deeper. It's probably like 7 feet down.
Sweet.
How tall are
Alright,
you?
so that's one dealt with at least, I guess.
How tall are they? They're probably 5 to 6 feet tall. We'll say 6 feet tall.
Cool, you guys can fuck around with the other one now. The other one's in a hole.
I walk forward and poke him.
The one in the hole, or the one that's fighting like Valiant?
The one that's fighting like Valiant. Like, jump over his movements. I just poke him.
Okay, you're poking him with what?
My finger.
Oh, just your feet. Okay, great. You just come up. Just kind of just
Poke
poke
him.
him in the side. Okay. Well, as you get closer, it kind of turns to you. It's trying its best to keep up with Valian, who's performing his show. But like it's trying. It looks over to you, and its gauntlet comes out, and it's ready to poke you. And you, I guess you poke each other. He pokes you in the stomach. You know what? It's weird because this one giggles like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
What? Can I lift him up?
Can you lift him up?
Yeah.
Well, do an athletics check. This thing is twice your size. Oh, okay, sure, I'll give it to you. So what is this? I don't know what you're going for, but you get up under it and you lift it up off the ground in some way.
And I carry it back and put it in front of a Foriat. See, it's fine.
Okay. You just lift it up, you carry it, set it down in front of a Foriat, like directly in front of him. Halfway between that, it stops imitating Valian, and then I guess it starts imitating a Foriat as it gets closer to a Foriat.
I'm gonna fly up again, so I'm above it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna move onto its space. See what it does.
Okay.
I basically want to know if it's gonna, like a mirror. If you could walk past a mirror, your mirror image should go on the other side. I want to know if it's gonna go where I was, like cross over with me, or if it's gonna just freak out or something. I don't know.
It probably it probably walks under you. And
Okay, well, what if I
there.
go this way?
Okay, yeah, then you've flipped the mirror, and so it's now backing away from you in the opposite direction.
Can I see any, like, inscriptions on these armors? Anything that seems especially interesting?
Give me a sure. Well, you can give me an investigation. Or a perception, whatever you prefer. 14. Nothing too crazy. I mean, you see some... It may be, well, I guess I don't know what languages you speak. Oh, you do, yeah. So you make out some elvish inscription on there. So they're definitely made by elves.
No Elvish.
And one of the inscriptions probably says, "Fuck the Fomorians." It's probably inscribed across a blade.
Okay, I don't think that's the enchantment. So, what do y'all want to do with these guys?
Well, I don't think they're guarding anything either. Because I've just flipped. I thought the mirror might have been the boundaries of what they're guarding, but considering the mirror can be flipped, I don't suspect they're guarding anything. I think they're just... I don't know, they're probably like just a hag things or something. I don't know.
Well, we could try walking past them. We still got one. One of them is tied up, right?
It's in the hole.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So we could just walk past them and see what happens.
What happens if I cast... I'm going to cast Minor Illusion behind it. So, like, in this area. I want to see if... and just make a sound. I just want to make a sound behind it and see if a sound appears behind me. I know it makes the same casting emotions, but I want to know if the spell casts from it as well.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you try that. You cast Minor Illusion. And essentially it's the same thing that happened with Kale. No, it doesn't cast a spell, but its hands move in the same somatic shapes that you cast to cast the spell, but it does not have the ability to cast the magic.
Okay. I don't know. These things don't look too dangerous. We might. Do you want to kill them or do you just want to leave them? Like, I don't know if they're dangerous or not.
Just leave them.
Or should we get this other one out of a hole then?
Do we have any ability to sense? Well, okay. So to the group. My only concern is. Well, actually, let me ask you a question, Alex. Sorry.
Yeah.
What do we know about hags at the moment? Like, so my thought process is hags make deals. Maybe they bound someone's soul to these things or something like that. Because I know that souls can be bound to things. Obviously, my grandpa's bound to a coin. So, I guess my concern here and what I'm expressing to the group is if there is some sort of binding that's placed on these, I don't want to just leave them here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're worried that these are lost souls that you want to kind of take care of.
Or at the very least, set free, if that is the case. So I'm just wondering, is there any way we can tell if that kind of thing might be possible here? And I'm asking this to the group. Sorry.
Interesting. Well, I guess technically he asked the group. Yeah, I mean, that's a valid thing to think of. I mean, maybe you're not exactly sure how powerful hags are, but the fact that you know that your grandpa had something similar done or had happened to him, then that's valid. What do the rest of you respond with?
Well, I was thinking the same thing too, but I'm like, if it's an innocent, then we just killed an innocent too. But obviously, I don't know. What's the language the inscription's written on the chest in?
Elvish, I believe.
Elvish.
Elvish. And are these? Do anyone know if these are Elvish knights?
Well, they have owl helmets.
Right now, we believe they're just armor.
Yeah, but does
out
anyone
of game,
recognize?
I think that's the case, but I just wonder if...
Does this armor ring any bells to any person? Like, is it recognizable at all?
I'd say that Moskrit can probably tell that these are Elvish in design. At least the ones that are standing there. There's probably a mix. Not all of the armor is Elvish.
Is there any Elvish bodies on the battlefield?
Yeah.
What
they're
are the
probably
other bodies? Are they all elves?
All the people on the battlefield? No.
My original question before these guys popped up too was going to be, can we actually tell what factions we're fighting here? Like, by their armor or their positions on the battlefield? Like, who was fighting who?
Yeah, maybe. Give me some sort of check. Give me a history check, maybe?
Sure.
16. So you're kind of looking through some of the bodies here. A lot of them are elves. It looks like half of them are like kind of malformed, like way too many muscles, huge backs on them. These are like giant kin. They're hideously deformed. 8 with +2. Yeah, I mean, it looks like these are Fomorians, some sort of ancient race that are like giant and lumpy and weird looking.
Does anyone know about the Fomorians?
Guess not.
No, I guess not really.
If I recognize that they were Fomorians, do I know anything about the Fomorians?
Um,
Like, just whether, I guess instead of just broad question, do I know if they were like a good faction or a bad faction? Like if
they're mainly chaotic evil.
okay,
So they're a bad faction. They're from the
And they-
Feywild. And some
Bad
from
boys.
the Underdark.
and they were fighting just a bunch of fey creatures, were they?
Mm-hmm. It looks like mainly elves against Fomorians were battling here.
Oh, sorry, I thought Fomorians were like fucked up elves. Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
So Fomorians are like lumpy, weird creatures, and elves are part of the Feywild.
Yeah.
Okay. These are. I'm just gonna tell the group all the stuff that I've figured out from the Fomorians and stuff, and tell them it was probably just the elves that put these together to help defend. Maybe I don't know.
I can show you this. That's what the Fomorians look like.
Oh, always. Oh, yep.
I think they're giant kind.
Mm-hmm.
Out of game. Okay, well, with this new information, I'm going to assume then that these armors are not related to the hags we're looking for. And I'm just gonna say I think we should just move on.
One last question: do they have a visible mouth through their headpiece?
Who, the armors?
Yeah.
No, the mouth is covered up.
Does it have like a flap at the? You know, like a helmet might have a flap to see the head.
No, it doesn't fold at all. I mean, there's probably like a slight area where you can maybe see a mouth in there, although you don't actually see a head inside.
Muskrat sees Euphoria looking and tries to take off one of their heads and shove it at him. Here.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check, Muskrat. Okay. That was the DC. Yeah, you jump up at this thing, and it jumps at you. It tries to grab your head, but you're a little bit quicker. You grab its head, you pull it off, and the whole thing just clatters to the ground. All the armor just separating from itself and splatting into the mud below.
I hand the helmet to Euphoria. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Does it have anything inside the head?
No, it was completely empty.
What about the torso? There's no like runes inside or paper with a scroll or anything.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Do we? I mean, we've already killed one of them. Do we kill the other one just in case
You
it
gonna try
is?
putting the head back?
Yeah, you can try. Go for it.
Just shove the head back onto the pile.
Okay.
I'm not
yeah.
showing any. Sorry, Valiant. I don't know if these are people, but here you go.
Okay, so you try shoving the head back onto the pile. And yeah, I mean, I guess you're just looking for the right angle. You're trying to slip it back on. There's not a head to slip it on. The gauntlets have kind of fallen away, and you're just kind of scooping it all together to see if you can get it to move again. And it's just an inanimate pile of armor at this point.
Oops.
Sweet, free armor. Alright, do we kill the other one or just go on?
Let's just leave it.
I say we go to the heel.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I kind of feel
Yeah,
bad that we're going to leave it in a hole though.
It'll be all right.
It'll be fine. He was laying in the mud before.
Okay.
That's not to talk you out of it. That's just me talking. So hey, before you guys leave here, Euphoria, what did you wanted? Hide armor, and you were grabbing what kind of weapon?
Oh yeah, yeah, hide will be sweet. I was looking for a sword or a long sword and a shield, but obviously what I can find is what I can find.
All right. Oh, you're looking for a shield and a longsword?
Yep.
Okay, well, give me investigation. Get above a 15 for both.
And I guidance myself.
Sure. Is anyone else wanting weapons off of this battlefield?
I'm good. I got my mind bullets. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Do I
I've been
roll
looking-
the second time for the other thing? Or is this just for both of these?
Well, that was for one. Yeah, it was going to be above a 15 for both. So which of the two would you like?
Doesn't matter. You pick. If I even get over.
Actually,
go.
I guess something I would be doing if there was any people dressed in like robes or seemed like they were, that kind of nature. I would check to see if they were a wizard, to see if they have a spell book or scrolls on them or anything like that, where I could perhaps learn new spells.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You said people dressed in robes. I'm like, yeah, the Fomorians really would be dressed in robes, and I'm like, wait, there's elves there too. That's probably more likely.
Okay.
Fancy
I would,
Fomorians.
Roll investigation check. Valian, what were you saying?
So I'm assuming I didn't find any coin from earlier. Any
Oh,
coins
right.
that
Give me
remember
an investigation check for that.
And then the
Well-
other thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. You go ahead.
The other thing I was just going to look for is just some replacement arrows. Because
okay.
I have used a few of them. So I'm just looking to get back up to 20 if I happen to see any arrows around here.
Okay. Well, go ahead and give me investigation for that.
Okay. Do you want me to do 2 investigations? One for the coin and one for the
Sure.
arrows, or just one total?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can do 2.
Okay. First one is for the coin. Oop, okay.
4
Second one's for the
coin.
arrows.
Okay, so yeah, you're digging
Or
around.
any kind of coin, really, that reminds me of it.
Well, I mean, you probably find a couple copper coins and maybe a couple like electrum coins on the Fomorians or something, but nothing as specific as like your grandfather's coin. And you, I'll give you 13 arrows. That's fine.
Nice. I do. Any coins I find, I leave behind. I don't want to take anything.
Okay,
Just the arrows.
you get 13 more arrows.
And I do a little prayer of thanks for the arrows.
Say a little prayer for you. Forever.
I got a 24 on my investigation, and
Yeah,
that
I'm
20.
trying to figure out what you obviously deserve something for that. Okay. There's so much. Okay. Let's see here. What can you have from that? Was not expecting.
Created
you
a monster,
to roll
I'm sorry.
that high. Yeah. You sure have. Okay. Let me see something here. Let's just.
Moskrit, I saw the Fomorians have giant clubs.
She's got her
Are
big
you
old
looking
sword.
at this thing?
Are you seeing? Yeah.
And I just waving around my hilariously large.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright, so I need to give Moskrit a giant sword, and I need to give you something to find. Let's just say. You can only cast first level spells, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and cantrips.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'll filter that, start searching for that. Inventory. Sorry, guys. You guys asked for a bunch of stuff, and then you got a crit.
Yeah, you better be sorry for giving us all this free stuff and items.
I just hate it's like I feel like it's like a radio thing where it's just like if it's quiet for a second, I'm like, oh, I need to fill the space.
You giving us freebies. Why would we have a complaint?
Well, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna give it a.
Is there a way to type in the chat on, like, in? Is there a chat for this meeting room in Discord?
General, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
just
mean any
general?
of the chats. There's not one for this voice
Okay.
chat. I guess just
Well,
miscellaneous or something.
now that I've interrupted, I'm just gonna go get some more liquid. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, okay. No worries. All right, you got huge longsword. Let's just. I should throw all these into a table and roll on it. Well, Kale, roll on a roll a d20. What you get?
9.
9.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to sign into D&D Beyond because I'm like I'm fairly sure I'm missing something, but it's with the Apple sign-in thing, and it's just I just spent ages trying to sign in, and then it said 404 page not found, and then it like it didn't sign me in, and I'm just like, oh no, fucking just let me sign in.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's not your fault. It's just bloody sign in with Apple. Actually, why am I doing it on the webpage? I can just do it on my phone. It's got the password already.
That's true. Okay, great. So sure, Kale, you find a spell scroll underneath some mud. It's kind of dirty. You can't copy it until a long rest, right?
Yeah, I would.
how it works.
It takes me a long rest. I have to sacrifice a rest to basically learn it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, you find a spell scroll for color spray.
Awesome.
And I added it to your spell list, but just keep in mind to not use it until you officially learn it. Okay, so yeah, Moskrit, you have a huge longsword now. And everyone's gotten everything they want from this battlefield. Are you guys? What are you guys doing? You guys headed
God
towards
is
the
good.
hill?
Yeah.
Yep, and keeping an eye on that. Making sure that armor isn't following.
Okay, yeah, as you guys back out, you're just keeping an eye on I guess the only armor left is the one down in the hole. It's trying to walk, but it's running into mud. It's just stuck down there. But it's not following, and you guys make it off of the battlefield without having to fight anything. That's wonderful. So then you guys continue to head east, and you get to the foot of this big ol' hill. Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Sure, I'll reveal them right now. Telemy Hill. All right. So no official map for this, but you are greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit. Damp, downy, silvery green moss blankets a gentle upward slope before giving way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying as though in a breeze despite the absence of one. So what are you guys doing there? You're at the foot of this big old hill. You can see that there are parts of the hill where it meets the swamp, where like big old feet stick out. I don't know how to it doesn't describe this, but yeah, there's like a a skirt of grass kind of flaps over gigantic feet at the bottom of this hill.
Gigantic feet.
Yeah.
Like there's a giant underneath the hill or something?
Maybe. You're not sure what's up with these feet.
Where do the feet go? Do they go underneath the ground?
Oh, shit. I tugged on my headphones. I can't hear anyone. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm sorry. I hate that it does that. Okay, I'm back. What did you ask?
Do the feet like go into the ground?
They go underneath the hill. And underneath the ground that leads up the hill.
How high is the, like, for us to get to the bottom of the hill, how high in the air is it?
How high is the top of the hill from the bottom?
Yeah, like, for us to get to the hill, how big of a gap is it? Like, I guess, how tall are the feet? I guess.
Oh, gotcha. The feet are probably 10 feet high. So they're humongous feet.
I think I'm visualizing this differently. Are the feet like... Is there a gap between, where the feet would be sticking out between the hill and, like, the other ground? Or are, like, the feet surrounded by the ground? Like, when you bury your feet in the sand sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Like, are they like that?
I think the art of this map doesn't correspond with what it explains in the descriptions, but yeah, it looks like the feet are sticking out like a bunch of feet and the hill is like held above the ground. But in this case, it's more like the feet are attached to something underneath and the ground kind of flat. It's just kind of like a cloth spread out over it and folds over the top of the feet. So there's no space between the bottom of the hill and the ground that you walk on. You just see feet sticking out from under it.
I wonder if this could be like the Warlock's chicken house. Like the feet at the bottom of the house thing, but with a giant instead. And it's a hill instead of a house.
Does it
Just
look like...
Muskrat.
What were you saying, Muskrat?
Oh.
Do the legs like get compressed where they meet the hill? Or is it like
they're squashed or something?
Yeah, are these legs attached to a dead thing? Does it look like it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, you can't see where it's attached. I mean, they don't look in pain. There's not blood or anything around them.
Oh, I see the image now. I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, the image isn't 100% accurate, but...
Muskrat, do you know of any fey creatures that are like this?
Dude, I've known you since I was like 4. Do you?
No. What, you can't remember things from when you were like 2 years old?
It's like, don't box me in, you know?
Who wants to tickle the feet?
I super want to tickle the feet.
You
but
want
it
to
seems
tickle
like
the
I'm killing-
feet?
No, I want Kale's mage to tickle the feet.
Screw it. Why not? I'll attempt to tickle a foot to see if it like vibrates the hill or anything like that.
Okay, great. You tickle one of these feet as best as you can. It starts wiggling. The whole hill starts to rock back and forth as it jumps from that foot to another foot. And actually, all of the willow trees, just like a deep like, just starts to echo from like every direction on the hill.
How many feet does it have? 3?
Sure.
Hey,
Sure.
I mage hand 1 foot, you mage hand the other?
Yeah. Wait. So if it's like laughing, can I yell out to it and go, hello?
You could, yeah, sure. So Kale's pitching to tickle more feet, and you just yell up to the hill, "Hello!" Hey, what are you doing? We just met.
I'm not stopping, by the way. I'm still like doing
You're
it.
oh, and the trees start swinging around, not violently, but anxiously, or I just they're just flapping around all over the place, and it seems like these voices are coming out of the different branches of the trees. Oh, lay off, you! Oh my gosh, Telemy Hill is not used to this kind of tickling. Oh. And I guess the whole hill starts dancing, is just jumping around, trying to get. Probably the whole hill steps 20 feet to the north, trying to get away from you guys.
Do the feet look like tree in nature? I didn't see the artwork on that side at the moment.
Yeah. You know what? It looks like. I mean, it's hard to see the actual flesh of the feet. It's like they're in weird big shoes that curl around at the end. And the shoes are maybe made of just like wrapped up plant matter, like huge leaves.
You guys want to talk to the hill?
I'm kind of afraid.
So you
Can you ask about Jingle Jangle?
Is Kyle still tickling the feet or?
I'm not stopping.
He's not stopping. Yeah, he's definitely going to continue. And so, yeah, every probably 30 seconds or so, the hill jumps away from the mage hand that just follows the feet, that keeps trying to tickle underneath it. The hill just keeps laughing and stepping backwards another 20 feet as you guys try to talk to it.
Yeah, and like as it, so now I'm like, say nephew.
Say nephew. Oh, nephew! Oh, nephew!
I stop.
Okay. Great. Well, Kale made the hill scream nephew, and what else happens?
Can we communicate with him all right from the bottom of the hill, or does he want us? I'm going to ask him. Can he hear us okay, or does he want us to come up a bit closer?
Who me? You talking to the hill?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I mean, I don't care. I'm just hanging out.
What are you?
You can hop up on me if you want. I'm just a hill. I'm just
You have a
making my
name,
way around here.
Mr.
They call me Telemy. Telemy Hill. And you guys, you approach, and yeah, it's like there's a face on one of the willow trees that are there, and that's kind of talking to you as it sways in the non-existent wind. Welcome to me.
Hey, Telemy.
Hey, what's up?
Can you tell me about a goblin named Jingle Jangle?
Oh, I love that joke. Yeah, Jingle Jangle's here. Jingle Jangle. Oh, man, me and Jingle Jangle go way back ever since he moved in up at the top. Jingle Jangle hangs up in the hill with all them keys up there.
Yeah.
Did you have more questions about her?
Oh yeah, we're good friends of hers. We're visiting from out of town.
No way.
Could you show us the quickest way up to her?
Oh, heck yeah, just follow the trail. And a number of trees just kind of step out of the way, revealing this trail that kind of snakes up from the bottom, up through the rocks, up towards this like cave entrance that looks like a keyhole.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much, Telemy. Can you keep this a surprise? We're trying to surprise her.
You want to surprise Jingle Jangle? Yeah, Jingle Jangle's gonna love this. Just don't lock him behind no doors, and Jingle Jangle's be cool. All right, guys. I'll be quiet about it.
He's your pal.
Yeah,
I'll look over to this party. I like this guy.
Hey, thank you. I like you guys too. I mean, I could do a little bit less tickling, but you know, I haven't been tickled in years. That was good. That was fine. That was all right. All right. I'm talking too much. You guys make your way on up the hill. Jingle Jangle's up there, and I won't say a word. But just don't hurt. Don't hurt, Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle had some some candy. No, what was it? Truffles. Jingle Jangle's kind of bummed because their truffles got stolen. So just be careful for Jingle Jangle's feelings.
Tell me, do you know what was going on with like that field over there that had the armor in it? You know anything about that?
Oh, that old battlefield, shoot, that's been around for ages. I guess a bunch of people just didn't like each other.
So through the path we go.
Sure.
Let's go.
And you guys can
I whisper to the group before we go up?
you whisper into who?
Just the group.
Oh,
I'm just worried that Jingle Jangle was the one that was working with the hag to trap this person, wasn't they? Wasn't she?
No.
But she just has the key.
Yeah, but how does the hag was the one that put this dragon person in the cage, weren't they? And that Jingle Jangle has the key to that cage.
Right. I'm not responding because
Sorry.
I'm letting them respond in character, but I can explain whatever you need.
Yeah, can
It's
you
just
help us
'cause I
to
wasn't-
remember?
Jingle, the hag had trapped Sir Talavar, and I guess you still have Sir Talavar, he's with you. Trapped Sir Talavar in this cage, and in order to make it harder to unlock, they just gave this key away to this key collecting goblin named Jingle Jangle. I mean, I guess you don't know if Jingle Jangle's working with the hag or not, so it's a valid thought. Yeah, something to be aware of, maybe.
Maybe we can just sneak up on her and take a peek.
Well, maybe he mentioned the truffles, right? The truffles got stolen. Hey, Mr. Hill or Mrs. Hill, do you know?
Yes.
Do you know where you can get truffles from around this area?
Where to get truffles?
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know where Jingle Jangle got 'em. I guess they just dig them up. You'll have to ask Jingle Jangle that. I don't know where Jingle Jangle gets her truffles from.
Oh, we just wanted to, give her a surprise when we see her for the
Oh,
first time in ages. Would be a nice surprise, don't you think? Especially if she's sad about getting her truffles
yeah.
stolen.
No, that's not a bad idea, but shoot, I don't know where Jingle Jangle got the truffles to begin with, but I know that Jingle Jangle won't shut up about those dang old brigands taking them from her. So I know that the ones that she had are in the possession of that long scarf fellow.
Have we met Longscar before? Is that one of the people that robbed you, or no?
You
Someone
haven't
different?
met them, but he's the leader of that group.
Ah. What do you guys want to do? Just go talk to Jingle Jangle, or do you want to try and find some truffles before we go in or something?
I mean, we can always prestidigitation an image of a truffle.
Yeah.
What, you can't
I
taste
like
it?
what
You
Dale
must
said.
have COVID, Jingle Jangle. That's real.
Well, you can prestidigitation other food to taste like other stuff too, right?
Oh, yeah, I think that's true. Yeah.
You can flavor things differently. So maybe before we even go in, we could get a bunch of quotation mark rations or something, and you could prestidigitation it to taste like truffles, and we could at least give that as like a temporary offering, maybe.
Doesn't Valiant have that pocket full of candy from the carnival?
Ooh.
I think that could be true.
I do indeed. I do have that.
Truffle candy sounds delightful to me. Let's go to Jingle Jangle.
Time for Jingle Jangles. I mean, yes, is everyone good to do that? Heading up to the Jingle Jangles cave?
I didn't like it.
Alright. Alright, so you guys head up the hill, and you make it up into the cave system, walking through the big door shaped like a keyhole. Worn stone steps lead down into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly in here, and you detect a subtle scent of iron in the air. From a distant spot within the chamber, sputtering candles illuminate a multitude of keys dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. Hundreds of other keys lie strewn across the dirt floor. As you take in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal key. Actually, I'm going to show you while I describe it. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a flail that has padlocks for heads. She manages a faint smile and says, "How might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?"
Oh, go ahead, Valiant.
No, you go ahead. I don't know why I'm talking. Sorry, I'm just yeah.
No. Whenever you have energy, feel free to hop in. But for it, do you want to do the truffle thing? Otherwise, I'm gonna pull out our friend.
Yeah. Excuse me. I was kind of thinking, I'm like, do we even bring him up there to... I don't know, it's already happened. Hello, Jingle Jangle. Nice to finally meet you. We've heard so much about you.
Oh, you heard about me? From who?
Yeah. You're well spoken of. Oh, many people,
good.
you know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly. Everyone speaks so highly of you.
Oh, wow. Well, shoot. I try, but I don't really speak to too many people anymore. I've been locked up here ever since, them brigands keep giving me shit, so I'm just staying at home mostly.
Yeah, we heard that the brigands stole your truffles. That's pretty shitty.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I don't know what to do. They're my favorite thing to eat.
Hey, well, we heard that you like truffles, and we have some candy here, but guess what they're flavored like?
No. You don't say. Are you?
Oh,
Don't mess with
just
me.
No, take some, see? And try it, see if it's like the real thing. The texture might be a little bit different, but, you know, still has the same taste.
Alright, let me give it a taste. And yeah, I guess Jingle Jingle reaches out and grabs some of the candy. I suppose you've already flavored it like truffles. Puts a piece in her mouth. And just starts jumping around. You hear the keys just jingle, 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 jingle all over herself. Ooh, that's the taste. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'd never even met you, and you come bearing gifts. Oh my gosh, shoot. Well, look, how can I ever repay you? What? Can I get you something? Can I
Could we borrow a key of yours, perhaps, to let our companion out?
You need one of me Jingle Jangle's keys? I guess if it's just borrowing, I mean, it's part of my collection now. I've got a lot of them. This one's my favorite. Holds up just one on her shirt. What key are you looking for then?
Mosker, you want to show him? And I'll kind of point over to Sir. What's his name?
Lama.
The Sir Televar. Thank you for the introduction. My young Ma'am, if you would be so kind, but I am locked inside of this cage. And we've been told, we're on good authority, that you, have acquired the key to this cage. We don't need it for long, I just need to be let out. Oh! Oh, okay, let's look at this. I guess pulls out a big, like, janitor key ring with hundreds of keys on it, starts flipping through them. It takes a long time flipping through keys. Nope. And then finally comes to like one kind of shiny silver key. Ah! Might this be the one? Ah, who am I at? Let's just shove it in there and see if it works. And Jingle sticks it into Sir Talavar's cage. It unlocks, sparkles kind of fade down from the top around the side. The bug that's stuck in there falls out. And it just kind of scurries across the cave wall. Sir Talavar steps out and kind of stretches out his wings. Ah, yes, it's good to stretch out. Oh my gosh. Titania is going to be thrilled. Well, she's not going to be thrilled about what's going on down here, but she's going to be thrilled with you all. Thank you so much for your help. We owe you one, for sure. Look, I really have to go. I appreciate your help so much, y'all. You seem to be doing good. I think if maybe with your help and with Titania's help, we can fix whatever these hags have done to Prismia. Prismia's really fallen.
Does Jingle Jangle respond to that saying? What the hags have done to Prismia? Does Jingle Jangle say anything, or? Because I'm gonna look at Jingle Jangle for her reaction when he says that.
Jingle Jangle kind of nods in a acknowledgement of what has happened.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you're free to go, Mr. Dragon. But how do we meet up with you later?
Well, I think we part ways now. I'm on my way back to the summer court, and if all goes to plan, maybe I can send. I don't know. I'm not sure if we will cross paths again.
Where is the summer court?
Oh, it's far away from here. It's a whole nother domain.
Oh.
It's hard to speak in miles, because in the Feywild, space and time kind of warp. It's all kind of just wibbly-wobbly.
So how did you end up here then if your home is in a different domain?
Well, I was just traveling. I come here, I travel between domains, but once I saw what was going on in Prismia, Titania would not allow that. And I was on my way back to inform her, and that's when Bavlorna captured me.
Is Titania your queen, obviously, but is she powerful as well?
Yeah, she's the queen of the summer court.
Do you have any information on how the hags managed to overthrow what was her name? Hold on, I'm gonna swap back to my PC. Zelbina, that's right.
How they would overcome Zybilna is beyond me. I mean, Zybilna is almost, if not more powerful than Titania. I'm not sure. I mean, they must have had to team up and do something. It's unclear to me at the moment.
Well, if you ever would like to repay us, look, don't feel obliged, but once you get back to your queen, maybe, I mean, she is all powerful. Like, maybe she can send us a message with some information or, you know, any sort of information that might be helpful one day. If not, that's cool, but, you know, freeing people is just a good thing to do. But, you know, if you can find any useful stuff out that might be our hand so we can sort stuff out here, then that would be appreciate it.
Most definitely. Well, I'll confer with Titania, see what we can see. I'm surely she has the ability to scry and maybe even send a message to you. So if we find anything out, you'll be the first to know. Long live Zyvilla.
Should I give you an item from one of us so you can scry on us easier?
If you'd
Isn't-
like. I think
That's
if
how
I know
scrying-
you, it should be fine.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I can
Yeah,
give you
if
just
they
like
know
a...
of the person fairly well. You know what? Actually, what would make it easier if you tell me something about. Introduce yourself. Tell me something about yourself so that I can say that I know you.
I could just give you a lock of my hair.
Oh. Okay. A little bit weird,
that
but
work?
sure. Yeah, that'll work.
Alright, I'll do that.
Aha. All right. I've got this loose here. Does anyone have a rubber band? I'll figure it out. I'll just put this loose hair in my pocket and travel home. All right. Well, again, you've been such great helps. If you guys come across Morgort, tell Morgort that I said I'm sorry. I appreciate all the help, but we did finally get away, and help is on its way.
Do you know where Morgott is being kept at the moment?
I assume still down at Downfall, where I escaped from.
Okay. We'll try and rescue Morgott if we can.
And Jingle Jingle has just been kind of standing back watching this, just starts clapping, like, ooh, friends! Oh boy! You guys are pretty cool. You guys want to, like, hang out? Or, like, go looking for keys or something?
I'm curious. What's your coolest story of how you acquired a key?
The coolest story of me acquiring a key. Oh boy. Shoot, they're all so cool. What's the coolest story of acquiring a key? Okay. You know what? Let's take a quick break. I can think about what this story is, and we'll come back in 5 or so minutes.
That's good.
All right. See you soon, guys.
Sorry, I'm back. My cat was getting in my cupboard. I didn't want her to pee in there. You guys still here?
I think we're taking a 5-minute break.
Ah, yep.
Okay.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna duck out.
Go ahead now.
I think
Okay,
I'm,
man.
I'm ready for bed. Yeah, I'm
I
just.
hear you, dude. It sounds like you're not running on full steam, so.
I'm not running on three tenths steam, unfortunately.
You've got those 5 extra pounds of shit, so I totally get it.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. So thank you. I apologize, everybody. I hope you'll have a great rest of your night.
Feel better soon, man.
Thank you. All right. Good night.
See you, dude. Oh, that means switch to this layout. Okay.
I had to pop off just as Jingle Jangle was saying that she wanted to be friends because my cat was in my cupboard. So, did she say anything else before we went on break?
I don't remember what Jingle Jangle may have said, but Kale asked before they leave. Kale wants to know the coolest story Jingle Jangle has of acquiring a key.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
All right. Oh, I thought it was gonna be cooler than that.
Yeah, I was like really excited with the Jingle Jangle getting happy and everything, and then I saw my cat in my cupboard, and I'm like, oh my god, I do not want you to pee and then get out.
Oh no. Oh right. Do we have Christabel back?
I'm back.
Okay, cool. Okay. Uh. Dang it, I thought that was gonna work. But I don't think it's gonna stand up. Okay, give me another couple seconds here. Failing. Well, I'll just throw 2 stupid things at you. They're not meeting my standards, but it's fine. Okay, it's me, Jingle Jangle. All right. The coolest time that I found a key. Well, one was just weird. I just bit into a carrot and it was just inside of the carrot for some reason. But then another time I was like fishing, and then on my fishing pole I caught something heavy, and I reeled it up, and it was this golden box from inside of this pond, and I opened up the box, and there was this frog in there, and the frog asked me what to name 3 types of rocks, and of course I named a couple gems, and it puked up this key. That's probably the coolest but grossest story I've got of a key. A lot of the keys are just lying around or just in people's pockets.
Alex, did that frog have teeth by chance?
Did it have teeth? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Why? What? You have this frog with teeth you're worried about?
So one of our friends got their teeth stolen by this random frog person, so we're just looking for it as well.
Oh, shoot. Well, who lost the teeth? Oh, you look like you've got nice teeth.
I clearly have my back turned.
Well, technically, Jingle Jangle, because I assume you still have your shiny teeth from before, but
Sure, I do.
what were you gonna say, Kale?
I just think it's just interesting. I've always heard that goblins who are bald don't use keys.
Who told you that?
Like, I've just heard like after a goblin loses his locks, he doesn't need keys anymore.
Loses his locks. Oh god. Well, look, I mean, I hadn't heard that before, but I tell you what, I wasn't always obsessed with keys. Because the whole thing was that I was scared to death of getting locked behind a door. Like, anywhere I go, I was just like, I'm gonna get locked in, I'm not gonna be able to get out. And then, so I went to Bevlorna, she was making deals with people, helped some people, I thought, and Bevlorna kind of flipped it around. So I'm not really scared of doors anymore, because I've got any possible key to get through any possible door. I'm just obsessed with keys now. I can't not dream about keys.
Let's see.
Key lime pie is my favorite pie now.
I have a feeling that Ringo Run gave me some bad advice.
What? What did he tell ya?
Look,
He's
Ringo Run who's told me these things. He keeps doing these real things, and I think he's being serious. Then, like, looking around, it's obviously not.
Yeah, someone's goofing on ya. Telling you only that bald goblins don't use keys. Well, I'm a bald goblin, and I do use them. But like I said, I mean, maybe it's true. I didn't really use keys before this.
So, do you have a close relationship with Bavlorna?
I mean, not really. I mean, she kind of screwed me over.
How's that?
Well, the thing I just told you about, how I was like, she made me obsessed with keys. And I guess it's not the worst thing, but like, it's kind of a curse.
Oh, okay, she did that. Do you have any idea how they would have overtaken Zybilna?
I mean, they're magic ladies. They're a whole coven. I only imagine. I mean, it's hard to imagine how anyone would overcome Zybilna. Part of me thinks that Zybilna did this on purpose, but that can't be.
And no one's seen Zybilna in a long time, hey?
No, not in a while. I mean, I hadn't seen Zybilna for maybe a year.
Is that when the witches took over?
Yeah, roughly.
So, do you know where the other witches are? Like, location? I mean, you probably know this area quite well. Do you know where the Palace of Hearts is and where Bavlorna lives?
Well, sure, I could look. I'm from hither, and I can tell you whatever you want about hither. Bevlorna kind of took over a hut in the middle of Downfall. It's the middle of the Soggy Court. It's a bullywug encampment. The palace is at the center of Prismia. You can probably see it above the clouds, but it's up on this big cliff face. It's hard to get to, especially with the mists. I can't get over to thither with the mists everywhere.
So, thither is a different plane or a different realm or something?
Well, it was all one area before, hither, thither, and yon. But once the hags came in, they kind of separated the areas out to themselves. And so now you've got Skabatha hanging out over in thither, and you've got Endelin over in the theater over in yon.
So yeah, I can see on the map. Is that supposed to be where Bavlorna's placed in the things at the top of the clouds up there? Is that what he's talking about?
Where are you clicking?
At the very top of the map.
So no,
That's
that's the
heart.
palace. Yeah, that's the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Oh, so that's where Zybilna lived.
Right. And this is only a smaller version of a map of just Heather. So there are other maps for the other two areas.
So basically that's where what is it? Your master is, Kale.
Oh, Ringle Run, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So who resides in the heart of the palace of Hearts?
Well, it's Zarbilna's place. And all of her peoples.
Has anyone been to the palace in a year's time?
I haven't. I mean, it's probably a pain in the butt for anybody to get up there with these mists going on. I wandered into the mists a while back trying to get over to thither, and I just ended up coming back out the same way I went in. I didn't turn, but somehow I got totally spun around.
So which coven does Bavlorna belong to? Is it the Hourglass or is...
Yeah, that's the three sisters, the Hourglass Coven. Bavlorna, Skabatha, and Indolin.
Okay. So they all belong to the same coven. How do you tell? Are they wearing like coven robes? Like, are they easy to tell that they follow them? Because like everyone that we've ran into so far doesn't seem too happy about the hags taking over.
What's the question? Does she wear? I mean, they don't have like a uniform or anything. Bavlorna's gross frog lady. She's like falling apart. Freaking Skabatha's got a crazy wind up key in her back, which I've been I've had my eye on that. It's a key, but and then Indolin's just crazy skeleton lady. She wears black.
So, do you know of anyone that's actually supportive of the hags' claim to here, like, or who would be most likely to support them?
Well, I mean, Agdon's been running amok ever since they took over. Zybilna wasn't letting him do his brigand nonsense around here, but then she nailed him up to a tree, but freaking Bavlorna let him go.
That's the guy that runs the bandit guys, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Agden Longscarf.
Hagden, okay.
Not
So Hagden and his...
Agden, not Hagden.
Oh, yep. Agden's the most likely, the only supporter here, right? Is it pretty much people that were once evil have been given the permission to do their evil stuff, and it's kind of reversed now, where they'd be in trouble before with Cybilna, they're kind of let free to do their stuff now?
I mean, really, I just think if it benefits the hags, they'll let it go.
How does bandit leader Agdor? Oh my god.
Agden.
How does Agden benefit the hags though? How do you think?
That I don't know. I don't know how my freaking truffles is gonna benefit the hag, but they done took them. Let's jump around. Does anyone else have questions? Not trying to cut you off. I just want to try to make sure we spread out the...
Yeah, sure.
Kale, do you have questions for Jingle Jangle?
Nah, I'm good. I got my story. I'm happy.
Okay. Sorry if it wasn't as good of a story. Mosgrit, do you have any questions or anything?
Yeah, did I mishear you? Jingle Jangle, did you say you tried to go to thither and then you got turned around? Do you know anybody else that traverses the realms between thither and yon?
Well, I think everybody's got the same issue as me. Nobody can really get anywhere through the mist. Although there's the one, what is that? There's that one boy. That one boy figured something out. Got them big ol' hands. What is it? What's his? What is
Hands
his?
boy. Handsman.
Handsman. That must be it. I think that's definitely a handsman. No, wait. They're not hands. They're claws.
Ooh.
He's
What? Is he possibly a scarecrow with crab claws?
Yeah, that's it. Yep, big old crabby lobster claws.
Yeah.
That's right. I always forget.
Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw. Yes. He's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he can make it over to thither somehow. Find a secret
Wait, who's
hole.
Clapperclaw?
It's Diana's friend, Diana Cloppington, the carousel
yeah.
runner.
Yes, nice.
Friend who told us to find. Do you know where we could find Clapperclaw?
I think I saw him around the Soggy Court when Bavlorna was giving me this key.
Soggy Court. Where is the Soggy Court?
It's north of the Queen's Way.
North of the Queen's Way. Is that before Downfall? Is that in Downfall?
Oh, it's in Downfall.
In Downfall.
The Soggy Court is
in
in the middle of Downfall.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's good to have company. I just hang out and talk to the hill most of the time, but he just wants to talk about the wind and plant stuff.
Seems to be a good guy, though. Or
Oh
good hill.
no, Telemy, it's a very good hill. I tell you what, it is. I'm the queen of the hill, but it's a good hill in itself. Yeah, I don't know. You guys have been great. I mean, you want to hang out or like, I don't know. Can I get you some drinks? I still feel like I owe you. You've done so much for me.
I mean, I'm okay. Does anybody else need anything?
You have any cool, interesting facts or anything that could be useful for us as we travel around the area?
Interesting facts about the area. There's what to tell ya? There's a bunch of mud methods causing shit somewhere. They keep quizzing everybody. Look, I don't know the answer. I got away before they were able to hurt me, but like they jump out and they ask you what their favorite thing to eat is. And if you don't get it right, they attack immediately. I don't know if that helps, but maybe give you some time to think about it in case you run into them.
Where were they? Where did you run into them?
Now they're all over the place. This place is almost totally mud these days.
Would you say they were mud what?
Mud methods. They're like gross. They got big old long noses. They're like made of mud. They're like little flying. They're almost like big old mosquitoes, I guess. I don't know. They're annoying.
Mud methods. Is the right answer supposed to be like me? When they ask you what's your favorite thing to eat and you say me, is that supposed to be the joke?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried that one. Could be. You should try it if you run into them.
Thank you, Jingle Jangle.
Hey, no, thank you guys. All right, I got my keys. Yep, I'm on my keys back. Yeah, thanks for coming by.
I guess my only question, Kale, are you low on spells still? Do you want to rest the night here and then we can get going in the morning?
That'd be good. I could even spend some time studying that paper I found in the field to see if maybe I could use something of it.
Well, then, Jingle Jangle, do you mind? I'd hate to impose, but do you mind if we stay here the night?
No, definitely not. I'd love it. You'd be my guest. It'd make me feel like I paid you back a little bit more. Most definitely. You guys stay the night.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much.
That's settled.
Once he says that, you'll see me pull out that paper. I'm gonna start prepping it to clean it up, and then start studying it as the night goes into.
Mm-hmm. You have your spell book open. That kind of spread out that spell scroll. You're getting ready to copy it into your book. All right. Hell yeah. So, hang on. I wrote down what time... I lost it. What time you last long rested.
This might be our first long rest. I think we've spent most of it technically one night.
Actually, yeah, I guess you're right. You wouldn't have long rested before.
We
Okay.
long
well,
rested last when we were 9.
I must.
Yeah.
I'll rest when
A
I'm
bunch
18.
of kleptos over here. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just say it's 12, 14. That'll be the marker. So you can't long rest for another 24 hours and gain the benefit of it. So we'll jump ahead 8. The sun wraps around the outside landscape, never setting. It is now 8 p.m., 8:14 p.m. in Prismere, and you guys have rested up. I guess go ahead and click your long rest, if that's easy.
I'm gonna tune to my longsword as well.
What are you doing with the longsword?
I'm attuning to it.
Oh, well, it's not magic, so it doesn't matter.
It
But yeah,
is for me.
Oh no!
I
What did
can
you do? What did I give you that I didn't know I gave you? Oh no!
It's just for my Hexblade Warlock. I can attune to
Oh.
blah blah blah. I can attune to this. I can cast spells through it, and I can use my Charisma modifier to attack with it.
Gotcha. Oh, cool. All right. Hell yeah. Did I guess Kale click your long rest button?
Yeah, I was just. I thought I had to do an intelligence check when I learned to scroll. That's all I was checking.
Oh. Let me take a look here. A wizard spell on a spell scroll can be copied just as spells and spellbooks can be copied. When a spell is copied from a spell scroll, the copier must succeed on an arcana check with a DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. So 11.
Plus.
Can I guidance him for this or no?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that would be a check.
Okay, I guidance you. I'm just not going to click it because we're a group token at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine. 13. Okay, great. So you pass 11. The spell scroll disintegrates in front of you, but you have successfully copied the spell, the components, the full description into your spell book.
Awesome.
All right. Fuck yeah. All right, so you guys wake up in this cave, this gross cave, keys all over the place. Some of you probably, it took a while to lay down without sweeping the keys out of the way. And yeah, you wake up. You wake up, and I don't know. Jingle Jingle's just hanging out in the corner, just counting his keys, flipping over, reminiscing about which keys are what. And you guys are free to do whatever you would like.
I would like to head north. What do y'all think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. You guys want to head north?
I want to ask this hill just as we go by if he would know, being a wise old hill and being around for ages, if he knows what the mud things like to eat.
Okay. I guess the hill just responds like you're setting up a joke that he doesn't get. I don't know what.
Oh, he obviously has no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna like, ha ha ha, and just walk off.
What? What's the punchline? You can't do this to me. Tell me the joke.
I'm like, say something, but I'm like, I'm breaking up. You know, like walking off.
Well, you're trying to walk off, and one of the trees, one of the willow trees, steps up out of the ground and in your way, and kind of gets in your way, and is just like, "Look, buddy, I'll give you this key if you tell me the punchline. You can't do that to me."
Wait, what key?
This one right here, and their branches like reach out and reach into a hole in its chest, Some squirrels scurry out and pulls out like this silver key.
Can I, out of game, think up a really witty end to the joke? Can I just like roll for it? Because in IRL, I've got nothing. I'm terrible at this stuff.
You have to tell a real in life poem, and then he'll do it. No, okay. What do you want to roll? Let's roll you a.
Definitely gonna guidance myself with this shit.
What kind of roll would it be?
What, telling a joke?
Yeah, I guess so.
I
Telling
guess
a joke.
performance.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, performance makes the most sense.
Okay. I'm gonna guidance myself because he's like offered a key now. I'm gonna really put the effort in.
All right, 11.
Plus, wait.
Oh, plus 1. 12.
Make the difference, I don't think.
That's not very funny. I don't get it. Yeah, no, sorry about that. I can't do it. That's just not funny enough.
Wait, can I play on technicalities?
I don't know. What's your pitch?
He did promise me the key if I told him the punchline. He didn't say it had to be funny, right?
That is true. They did say that. Give me a persuasion on that count. You can do it with advantage too, because you're technically right.
Is that alt or control?
Alt. 14.
Yeah.
All right. I guess you got me, but yeah. I mean, I guess I can't laugh as hard as someone tickling me every day. So, all right, fine. Here you go.
Yeah.
I figured.
Thank you.
He's freaking Jingle Jangle's got way too many keys already. This one, I don't know, could be better in the hands of someone who's out in the world.
Do you know what it's used for?
No idea. I just found it one day.
Oh, cool. Thanks for the free key.
Yeah, well, it wasn't free. I had to listen to that shit joke you told me, but I'm sorry. I'm being belligerent. It's fine. It's totally fine. Thank you guys for coming on down. Thanks for cheering Jingle Jangle up. I overheard that. You gave Jingle Jangle them truffle candies, and Jingle Jangle, he was having dreams about that candy. I heard him. Her. Anyway.
What's your favorite food in case we find it?
My favorite food? Mushrooms. Like big ones. The ones that have like the red dots on them.
I think we saw some mushrooms when we came through the mist, didn't we, guys?
Oh, you did? That's true.
Oh, yeah, there's like giant ones underneath the bridge, isn't there?
Well, if we ever stop by there, we'll bring you back some.
Oh, boy. Shoot. Yeah, if you do, then bring them on over my way. But, shoot, you told me where they're at. I just made my mosey over there and get me a bite off of that causeway.
Yeah, they're just under the bridge. There's like really, really big mushrooms too.
Oh man, that is just my style. I'm gonna head over there. Well, I'll check with Jingle Jangle, see if Jingle Jangle's cool. But I'll head over there a couple days maybe. I mean, I haven't stretched my legs in a little bit. Hither, it's a small little area, but you gotta keep your legs spry. Oh, you don't know. You're not a hill.
No.
You know what we should have asked Jingle Jangle before we left? Is where the scarecrow guy lives. Where's his house?
We already asked. We can find him at the Soggy Court.
Yeah, that's true.
Soggy Court. Nice.
Okay, so you guys finally heading north away from Telemy Hill. Great. So the water level is rising and rising. It's probably like waist deep at the moment. I guess Moskrit and Euphoria can fly if they so choose.
Flying.
I know you. you were doing that before to try to keep your footprints off of the ground. So you're just kind of flying over the water level. Kale, you're kind of pushing through it, and you guys come to an area. It's like a giant well. It sticks up like 30 feet out of the water, and it's just spewing water all over the place. Let's bring us there real quick.
I'm glad you're on the ball today, Moskrit. I've had like 3 hours sleep, so my head is like killing me.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah, you guys come up to this well, and it's surging water. It seems like this is the cause of the water level rising, and like floating at the top of this spout of water are just like a bunch of three different items just kind of floating at the top of this. I guess the
Sorry, Alex.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but this map is still all black for me.
Aha.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
I bet these tokens are old tokens. All right. Nope. Thanks for letting me know. How about now?
Awesome. Thank
Yep.
you.
I have sight.
Boom.
Items at the top of the water. Got it.
Yeah, so there's this big. So, hang on, let me look at this. The well itself is 10 feet tall above the water level, and then surging above that, the water shoots up 30 feet above the lip of the well, and there are just like little trinkets floating at the top up there.
Can we tell what they are?
It's unclear from where you're at. Although, I mean, for you, I guess you could
fly up. Yeah.
you could fly right up there and just kind of take a look. Let's see. I said there's 3 of them. There's a severed chicken's foot attached to a. Dang it! It doesn't read the whole thing out. It's a severed chicken's foot attached to a leather cord. That's one of them. It looks like there's a hood of some sort. But it's small. Like it looks like it's a hood that could very well fit on you, Moskrit. And then third and not least is is just a sack, just some sort of a rucksack.
More moldy backpacks. Man, this place has got so many of them.
I reckon we should take these items, Moskrit, but do you reckon we should mage hand them down just in case they're cursed?
Oh, good job. Way to be cautious. I was gonna do it with my teeth.
I'll try to mage hand with whatever they need and try to help or just mage hand them down.
Well, I was thinking, because we both got mage hand, I'll get my mage hand and open up the rucksack, and then you can use your mage hand to scoop the other items into the rucksack, so we just got the one contained, maybe? Does that work?
I'll try to do that.
Okay, sorry, I was copying. Oh, that shouldn't have come out loud. Don't read those things. All right.
Don't read them. Got it.
Don't read them. It's supposed to be private. All right. Okay, so I'm sorry. What? You're both shooting out a mage hand to grab these things off the top of there? Okay.
Yeah, he's opening the book bag, and I'm just like pushing everything into the book bag or the rucksack.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, so yeah, well, I guess one mage hand floats up and grabs the rucksack. Another mage hand just starts swooping the stuff in there. And then as you're doing that, these little motes of light become visible and start to glow. They're floating up there as well. And they swoop down to in front of you guys. And I guess they have voices, and they're just like, "Hands off our trinkets!" And there's 3 of them. You're quickly surrounded by these 3 bobbing little tiny motes of light that are just hanging out in the air. Give it back, then be our trinkets.
Do they have like a pirate accent?
Apparently they do. Them are trinkets. You landlubbers, give them back.
Oh, I don't love the land. I'm an air lover. You see, I fly.
Oh, well, I may have called you the right thing or the wrong thing, but you still are in possession of our possessions.
Wait, how are they your possessions?
Well, they're ours. A thing that's yours is yours. It's your possession. Them be ours.
But they were just sitting there on the ground. How do we know that they weren't just sitting here and then we came to find them, which, you know, finders keepers rules, and then you just came over and wanted to claim what we just found? How do we know that they're yours?
Yeah, because I'm telling you, mate, they weren't on the ground. They were floating in the water. That's where we be. Look, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. You can give us them trinkets back or pay the price.
I
What's
can
the
pay
price?
you for them, sure.
your lives. It's either the trinkets or your lives.
What a trade.
Yeah, it's an easy trade. We'll just pop your life out, and that'll be good. See how much you enjoy them trinkets with a dead body.
Would you take something else? I'm kind of really attached to my life. So
Oh, look, we just want them trinkets. Unless you got something better to trade. You got a better trinket than what you took?
we come from a far land, and I did bring my hero's weapon with me. It is near and dear. And I pull out my old warhammer, which is really just like a big stick tied to a rock.
Okay. That's
This
what it's
is
been the whole time. Nice.
hard to let go of, but this is a legendary hero's weapon, and I would be willing to trade it if you let me and my friends trade for these trinkets here. I feel I'm getting the short end of the stick, but you seem like really stand-up globes of light.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. You acknowledging how stand-up we are. But, I mean, that'll pay for one trinket, but what about Billy's trinket? And Charmantha?
Well, I have a ticket here, a golden ticket, used for one of the fanciest attractions that goes
the chocolate
from
factory?
plane to plane. What's that?
Is Willie in town?
The chocolate factory.
Oh,
Come from the chocolate factory?
Cut. Think of the chocolate factory, but times 1,000. It's infused with divine magic. Ooh, and I like hold out one of the carnival tickets in my, in my bag.
Let me ask you this.
Wow.
Do you have days where it rains and you really don't like getting wet?
I mean, it doesn't have to rain. We're stuck in this spout for like a while. It's almost every day's like that. It's like rain, but from the ground.
Okay. So in that case, let's just say, it's really bright outside and the sun's gleaming down and it's causing reflections and makes it really hot, makes it
Oh,
hard
what
to
a
see
nightmare.
things. I got the solution for you, sir. And I
What?
pull out my umbrella that I got in the carnival.
Oh, you got
See,
the little
this
parasol, yeah.
provides fantastic shade. that you can
Okay,
use.
see, now we're talking. That's what's up. Guys, we could just sit on this umbrella and just float on the top, never get wet. They all start bobbing around very excitedly. Okay, you got me on that one. You've convinced me. I'll take that umbrella 100%. The other two things, okay, so Moskrit's given up a pretty significant thing. Give me a persuasion check, but just beat 7. Euphoria, your thing's not that worth, it isn't that valuable. So give me a persuasion check with a 13 AC.
Sure. Can I guidance myself on that? I'm just not sure
Sure.
how much I can use guidance or not, whether it's like cheap or whatnot.
I mean, technically, you can be doing it every 6 seconds, so yeah.
Okay. Did you say performance for me?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Gotcha.
12, shoot. You got anything else?
Oh,
I don't
wait, wait.
know. I don't want to
You
go.
missed the guidance.
And I said 13, didn't I? Oh, God. Oh, right. I'll take it. I don't know what I'm going to use this ticket for, but you never frickin' know. Arg.
It's
All right.
infused with divine magic. Divine magic. Magic from the gods.
Have you
And
say
these
so,
gods,
mate?
if you ever end up at their like cool place where there's like a Ferris wheel and all these other things, you can win more of those umbrellas you got there.
Oh, guys, did you hear that? We got to get to this carnival they're talking about. How do we get there? Which way
They
we
stop
go?
by from places from time to time. You'll see them when they come.
Okay, we'll know when they're here. All right, hang on to this. This is where the lot, you guys. All right, I call dibs on the parasol. Let's, all right, you guys, all right, even trade. I'd shake hands if I had one, but I don't. So just imaginary. We'll see you guys
Did you
later.
say... Wait, did you say that you're trapped here, or are you just here by a choice?
Yeah, I mean, look, to be honest, we died here. So, we're just kind of hanging out, watching over our stuff. This is a pretty good trade, though.
Did you need help to get to the other side, or where are you going?
I mean, we gave up on finding a solution to that a while ago, but if you got something that'll help, well, we're down to hear it. Although, give me some time with the parasol before you just send me to the afterlife, will ya?
Yeah, of course. Are you interested in going to the afterlife, or do you like hanging out here?
I mean, sometimes when Charmanda's talking too much, I'm just like, send me to the afterlife. But sometimes Charmanda makes some good points, and sometimes I probably piss off Charmanda and wants to go to the afterlife. Did that answer your question? I'm kind of ranting. Yeah, maybe at some point.
That's cool. Look, if you're not ready, not going to force you into anything. I just thought I'd offer some help if we could.
No, I appreciate. I mean, what did you have in mind? How are you going to send us there?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to go on a thought train and have a think about it. But look, if you're not ready and you're still kind of enjoying it, and plus you have your new parasol, then yeah, that's cool with us. I'm not going to send you or try to, experiment sending you to the afterlife if you're definitely not ready to go. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a whole new lease on life, having these totally different material possessions. So, I think we're doing pretty good, right, Charmanda? Yeah, arg. That's what I like to hear. Charmanda made up this phrase called arg. We just say it for everything, kind of like cool.
Arg.
Yeah, arg.
I like it.
You don't like it?
No, I like it. Like,
Oh, you do like it. Yeah, me too. It's pretty arg, if you ask me.
like, if there was something here I'd pick, I'd choose you. Charmander.
Charmanda. You hear that, Charmanda? He'd pick you. Oh, that's so nice. Arg, that's super arg. I tell you what. Are you doing anything later? You ever gone on a date with a floating ball of light?
Can't say I have, but
Yeah.
I feel there would be some biological complications if things got serious.
Yeah, I guess that's a problem. That's what my parents always say. You gotta stick with the balls of light. Why would my parents have said that when I died? Don't listen to me. That must have been a dream. I don't know what I'm talking about. And you're talking to these balls of light, and you've swapped out the things. They seem pretty happy about the trade. I guess in the distance, in the distance, in between some trees, you catch a glimpse of what looks like a gnome hanging themselves.
Go. There's a gnome hanging himself.
Yeah, I'd probably rush over real quick. No.
Oh, you
Can't
rush
have that.
over, and it turns out it's just a bird.
Wait, what? It's just a bird?
Yeah, it's just a bird.
Trying to hang himself?
No, it's not anyone trying to hang themselves. It's just a bird back there. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because if you don't, then it's just in the Wizard of Oz. in the Wizard of Oz, people are convinced that there's that one of the Munchkins or whatever hung themselves in the background, and then when the footage was upgraded, it's clear that it's just a bird in the background. All right, sorry, bad joke. No one got it.
I get it now. I have heard that, but I forgot about it.
It's stupid. I just thought of it the other day. I was like, oh yeah, let's just do that. Okay, great.
I thought there was something fucking with us.
Yeah. So you're in the middle of the woods. I mean, you can go back to the well if you'd like, but what's next on your agenda?
Do you want to take the stuff out of my inventory? I don't know how to get rid of it.
What stuff? Oh yeah, your things. So your ticket is given up, right?
Yep. Yeah, I still got one left. Didn't even give them both.
You probably gave him the one that was all punched out already. Didn't have any rides left on it. So you're missing a thing. Moskrit, you gave them your...
I removed it.
Oh, you already moved it. Perfect. Shit. And one thing I guess I forgot is... as you're heading out towards this, what turns out to be a bird, you run into Sir Talavar again, and he's like out of breath, and he's like, "Oh, you guys, no, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to gift you this. How could I forget? I planned to do this the whole time, but if any of you could use this, I'm not going to be using it on the trip back to the summer court. I'd like to present you with my sword." And he pulls out his big old sword compared to him, but is tiny compared to anybody else, and offers that to the group.
Oh. That looks like a roguey sword. I don't know. I'm sure it will come in handy.
Like, is it actually a sword, or is it like a dagger?
To you, it's like a dagger. To Moskrit, it's probably sword-like. But it's small, and then that's not Moskrit's style. Moskrit has this huge sword. But, I mean, not to say Moskrit can't take this.
Moskrit's looking at it with disdain, like, thank you.
Not big enough. Okay, so that's on the table for you guys to take. You took your stuff out,
I deleted mine.
You deleted your
the
stuff.
umbrella.
Okay. And are you guys... What's going on with this rucksack? You scooped the different things into the rucksack. You now have it. Who's taking
I'm going to open it up to see what's in it.
Okay.
I don't think we know what's in it yet.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know what's in it. So, like, I mean, you open it up and you find, like, the small black hood that is, like, Moskrit size. You see the severed chicken's foot that's attached to a leather cord for some reason. Weird thing. And then just a lone potato is in there.
I call dibs on the chicken foot, and I'll take it out.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, for it, can I stick my face in this?
Yeah. It's
stick my head in the
exactly Moskrit size, so do it.
Moskrit grabs it, sticks her head in it, and it's like, it's not like a typical hood with a big oval. It's almost slightly pointed at the top, not KKK-ish, and it's black, and it's got two holes in it. It looks like this is an executioner's hood that is small, pixie or sprite sized.
I love it.
Would love that. All right.
Does anyone have detect magic? I don't.
No, at least not yet.
Just a big sword.
Okay. And then I guess we'll just hold on to the dagger and give it to Valiant later.
Sure.
Okay, but the important part. Who wants the potato?
Who wants the potato?
Yes, I'm the potato.
You want the potato? What about, like, so you take the, and then now that's all that's left is just the sack itself.
I'll take the sack then. If everyone else is grabbing the other stuff, I'll grab the bag. I'll put Valiant's sword in there. Oh wait, Valiant's still technically with us. He can just have it.
Okay. So I'm adding this to your inventory, but don't... As soon as I say don't do it, you're gonna go do it. Don't read the description for it.
Okay. I saw it pop up in chat when you said don't read it, and I haven't read any of the stuff.
Okay. just gonna say. Oh, I should add potato too. 1 potato. 2 potatoes.
So, what am I not supposed to be looking at now? The stuff in the chat or the description of the bag?
No, I added. Well, don't read those either. Here, I'm actually just gonna delete them now. In your inventory, you have a rucksack. Don't read its description.
Okay. I'm not even going to go on there. Just making sure I don't spoil whatever you're doing.
It's. I mean, if you spoiled it, it wouldn't be the biggest thing to spoil, but yeah. Okay, great. So you now have the rucksack, the potato. Moskrit has her executioner hood on. Kale. What did Kale get? Kale got the the chicken foot.
Chicken
the severed
foot.
chicken's foot. Hell yeah. All right, great. So you guys.
That sounds
have-
like a spell component for sure.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we're back to the Hither map. You're free to, I guess, actually let me move you to where you are. Okay, that shouldn't have happened, but it did. Did it just reveal everything to you?
Yes. Now it's
Oh,
hidden
that's
again.
what that does. That's funny. It turns it off for everybody. Okay, whoops. All right. So you guys made it to that area. And yeah, what now? You guys, I know you guys were headed north.
Yeah,
So
want to
how
go
did that
towards
one-
Downfall / the Soggy Court.
All right. That's dope.
Also, because that's where my teeth are. Also, that's where Clapperclaw is. And that's
That's
where
true.
Bavlorna is.
That be true.
Oh. I see the fog of war on the map opened up, but there's no actual map, so it's just like a blackness around like fog of war.
Oh, really?
I can
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
really
I see everything.
it's probably just taken a while for me to load in.
Maybe it just, yeah, it loaded the map weird. Okay, so yeah, you guys head in towards where you think Downfall is. Yeah, I guess you push up past these like 3 houses. Actually,
First, we don't see where you moved us.
you see
There we
it
go.
now? There. Okay, so yeah, you go past these houses. It looks like they're vacant, although it's differently from the picture. One of them is still standing. 2 of them are demolished, and the bits that the houses are made of are just all scattered across the ground. It looks like they've been like blasted by a tornado or something.
Does it look like a wolf might have blown the house down?
Yeah, it could very well be. One of the houses is made of straw, and that's demolished, and one's made of sticks, and that's also demolished. But the one made of bricks, that's still up.
I'm gonna try reloading my
Can
map.
we see anything? And if I peek in the windows of the sticks and bricks houses?
I guess in the brick house, that's still standing. You can kind of peek in the windows. There's nobody in there, but there's some documents on a desk near the window.
Snag them.
You just kind of get the window open, snag these, and it looks like their forms, their insurance forms to get a payout for these houses being destroyed.
Look.
Did you say good luck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're
Right.
filled out. But yeah.
What the heck? I don't understand. My Discord is working. Like I can hear you guys fine. My internet's obviously working, but none of my web pages in my Chrome is working at all. That's why my map wasn't loading. What the
Huh.
frick?
That's bizarre.
I'll just listen in. You guys keep going.
Yeah,
I
I
might
mean,
have
we're
to
not
just.
on an official map right now, so it's fine. Okay, well, yeah, Moskrit found these insurance papers. Anything else before moving on, or?
Nope.
Okay. So
What did
yeah,
the insurance papers say?
They're talking about getting reimbursed for the houses that got knocked down.
Like,
They're talking about, yeah, I mean the actual papers have a reason area and it's all written in. It's just kind of a story about how this wolf showed up, dressed up like an old woman, and just huffed and puffed and blew these two houses down. They were lucky enough that the one was saved, but they lost. And there's a whole list of possessions that they claim to have lost, and the number is like hundreds of gold, thousands of gold that they're asking from the insurance company. So you're probably just like looking at this paperwork as you're headed north, and you come to like a walkway. It looks like it's. Oh, sorry. Actually, the water keeps rising as well. So now it's probably up to Kale's shoulders. So it's even harder to move forward. But up ahead are like some causeways, some wooden causeways. Actually, I think there's some descriptions I can give you. A foggy marsh stretches out before you. Rickety causeways made of wooden planks form a wide web-like structure above the bog. 300 feet away, many of these causeways converge on an enormous ivy-covered tree stump that rises a good 10 feet above the 20-foot-high fog bank that enshrouds it. So yeah, what you guys do? You guys have come to this like causeway that kind of snakes out in a bunch of different directions.
I'll go towards the tree. Hop on a causeway.
Hopping on the causeway, heading towards the tree. All right. I don't think you're on this map yet. Nope. Okay, hang on. For now. Okay, so yeah, you guys kind of climb up on these causeways. They're like 10 feet above the water. Moskrit climbs up, no problem, or flies up. Aphoria, if you'd like to get up there, you can do the same. Kale, what are you doing?
Do I see an easy way to get onto them?
I mean, you could, given enough time, I mean, nothing's threatening you. You could probably climb up one of the posts that hold them up.
Okay, I'll try doing that.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm not going to make this a problem. Fine, you do. You climb up. I mean, it's super easy for them. It's just natural for them to fly up. You end up taking a couple minutes to climb up one of these posts, but you get up on the causeway and you can make your way around. Yeah, to the north is where this big old stump is. Otherwise, the causeway kind of spreads out in all different directions. It's very reminiscent of the roads in the big city, actually. So what you guys doing?
Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just restarting my computer. It's being a total turd.
Oh no.
What direction should we
I
go?
don't understand.
Yeah, which direction should you guys go? That's a good question.
We came from the south, right? I'm assuming.
You came from the south, that's right.
We could go. Looks like we could go west, northwest, northeast.
Oops, I was talking into a muted mic.
Oh no.
Let's flip a coin. Let's just go to every intersection, flip a coin. Heads
Okay,
left.
yeah.
And tails right.
Do you want to start down here or do you want to start up here?
Oh, good point. Let's just go up there.
Yeah, maybe start in the northernmost one. Okay, so what are you rolling? D20, below 10 is left, above 10 is right?
That makes so much more sense than what I was going to do. Yeah,
All right, Oscar, you roll first, and then I'll do the next one.
sure. How do I roll a d20? Where is that?
In the bottom right, there's those
Oh,
little dice
fun.
icons. You can, yeah. Oh,
Ooh, I'm super going
okay.
to the right. We said.
It's weird, yeah, because that technically seems a little bit out of the way, but yeah, that's what decides. You guys go to the right. I won't move you. I'll let you guys move. So you guys are kind of making your way around this causeway. I guess I don't know. You guys get to this next little cross section, but I mean it's obviously broken going to the north. So are you guys going around?
It's Kale's turn to flip,
Yep.
so you,
Off
you
left.
3. Okay,
Go
well, I mean,
left.
that says going left. All right, so you head left and you come to a dead end. I mean, there's like a 15-foot jump between them. I mean, Moskrit and Euphoria see no problem with this, but Kale is left there.
carry Kale over.
You know, between you two, if you both get him with one arm, you can probably fly him across.
What if,
What
what
were you
if
gonna say, Kale?
there actually is ground, guys, and we just can't see it? What if I have full faith and I believe in my magical powers that I've learned?
Yeah, you
I
have
can
to run
step
out of
off
full
this?
force.
That only works for food. Yeah, you want to do that? You're just gonna believe. It's probably
Okay, I'm
like
gonna get
Indiana
underneath.
Jones. You just gotta throw some sand out
Mhm.
there, and then it'll be fine.
Speaking of that, I do have a little pouch of sand. I'll take some and I'll dribble it on there to see if I see anything stick to where I think ground should be.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you do have a little thing of sand. Great. So you pull out some sand and you're like, watch this, guys. And you throw it out and it just falls into the water. And you just see fish kind of swim up and pecking at the spots where the sand hit the water.
Oh, it's a net bridge. Of course that wouldn't work.
Also,
What's
sand
gonna-
can't believe, Kale. So, like, I think it's all or
Sand can't
nothing.
believe.
You gotta
Yeah,
commit.
that's true.
All right. I'll close my eyes.
I'm gonna get underneath before he jumps.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Close my eyes and I'm just one fully confident, big step forward. Ugh.
Okay. Well, Moskrit, I guess give me an athletics check to like hold him up. Or what is your intention? Are you just trying to catch him, or what are you trying to do down there, Moskrit?
I'm trying to catch him.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Just give me an athletics for that too. Oh no. Okay. That's not that good. I mean, you get his hand, but most of his body kind of flies by and splashes down into the water. And actually, it's actually mud down there. It's not super deep. But Kale, you are now stuck down there. I think you're. Where does it say it? I was just. Oh, you're prone in the mud and you're technically restrained. Give me a dexterity. No, give me a strength athletics, an athletics check to pull yourself up out of the mud. Moskrit, you can give me an athletics check as well to pull on him.
I'm back. Thank God.
Welcome back. Okay, great. So yeah, with the help of Moskrit, Kale, you kind of pull yourself out of the mud. Are you headed across to the other place, or just back onto the place you jumped
At this
from?
point, I'm dedicated to go that way. Even
Okay.
though I could probably walk around.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Like, sup,
Okay.
dude?
So Moskrit like flies you up and pulls you up to the edge. You're able to pull yourself up to this just mud caking your bottom half. Euphoria, what are you doing? Not that it's that complicated,
I was just following the group. I was having technical issues, so I'd just be wherever they are.
but okay, yeah, no
I'm
worries.
back.
Yeah, I mean you can fly, so yeah, you just fly across, no problem. Kale is all dirty, and you guys can continue down the walkways.
Oh, I can see the map now. Okay, I see what everyone's talking about.
Hell yeah.
I'll
So-
prestidigitation myself just to clean off the gunk and everything that's on me.
Of course,
Guess I
nice.
don't believe in myself enough yet, guys. Sorry. How
Do
about
we
y'all
just
show
ran-
me how it's done? Can y'all see Vacuum, like, do it?
See
What
what?
did you say?
Can y'all see if y'all do it? Maybe y'all believe in this situation more than I do, where y'all could just, like, walk on the imaginary
I
bridge
mean,
here.
I have true faith, unlike you. So
Wait,
it's gonna work.
why did you guys choose to cross the only part of the bridge that was broken?
Because Kale is convinced that it's a magical, you have to believe it's there and it will be there bridge.
Oh, okay. Yep, got it.
You've heard of those. You get it.
I have.
Well, and you made it across, so yeah. Wasn't the worst thing to do. Okay, great. So you guys continue to head up towards the big stump. Um, and you know what? An odd feeling suddenly comes over you as you become aware that somewhere along the way, a hunched, hooded figure has joined your party and is just walking around with you.
Does he look scary?
He's just, I mean, he looks less scary than you. He's hooded, but not like an executioner's hood. You can barely see his face. He doesn't seem too scary at the moment. I guess you kind of turn around and look and spot that this figure is with you.
Hey, you. We don't know you. Who are you?
Who are you talking about? Who, me? Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh, look, it's Javik.
Who, me? Yeah, it does sound like Jevik. And this figure pulls off the hood, and they've got big rabbit ears and a big old blue scarf that kind of flips in the air like 15 feet out from behind them. Ha-ha! It is I, Agdon Longscarf! Welcome to the Brigand's Doorway, motherfuckers!
Oh, hello. You are the prince we've heard about.
Haha, the big brigand Prince of Prismia, that's right. Now, I heard that you didn't give up enough stuff before.
We gave up plenty.
Did ya? That's not what my men said.
I gave up something, I think.
Oh, yeah? What is it? That's
I
right,
don't
you don't
remember.
know, so you must not have. We're here to collect.
What are you asking for?
Well, that's a good question. I guess I didn't have a thing in mind. You got any goodies? I gotta bring back the goods to Bevlorna. Gotta get paid. Actually, you know what? And they... Let me just look at what this is. Okay. Let's see here.
As he's like asking about stuff to give him, I'm gonna be very, very perceptive and cautious of my money sack. But like not obvious, but like you know, like the subtle hand on the gun sort of thing, like not super obvious, but like super cautious.
Okay, so yeah, you're just like, oh shit, I just gotta keep my stuff down. And he whips out and he just reaches into Kale's pocket and pulls out this wand with a star on the top of it, grabs it, and just takes off, just jumps across this gap in the thing, and starts jumping away from you. Ha ha! Gotcha! Guys, we got him! Come and get him!
When I see him do that,
Yeah.
I want to see if I can mage hand him to hopefully like grab his foot or grab his scarf. Actually, that'd probably be better. Grab his scarf and like yank it back.
Aha. Okay.
Do we get opportunity when he leaves?
Hang on. There's something about this. Oh, yes. I guess you can. I guess Aphoriate and Kale can. Moskrit was a little bit too far away.
Was that the one you got from the carnival, Kale?
Say again?
Was that the one you got from the carnival? That wasn't like your...
Yeah, it was the one I got as a gift.
Okay,
It was one of my presents.
So this rabbit guy with his big old scarf trailing behind him reaches into Kale's pocket, grabs his wand, shoves it into his own pocket, and then jumps away from you guys. Now, Aphoriate and Kale can make opportunity attacks. Kale's opportunity attack will be him trying to grab the scarf. Aphoriate, what are you doing? Actually, everybody roll into an initiative order, but also, Aphoriate, what are you doing?
Can you roll for me? Sorry, I'm just outside again. I didn't expect a rabbit to be stealing our shit.
You never know when a rabbit's gonna steal your stuff.
I'm just gonna try.
I rolled him.
Thank you. I'm just gonna try and grapple the rabbit.
The rabbit itself. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll just roll.
Just a little faster. Oh no, I'm a little faster than you. What? Okay.
Okay. Aphoria, you miss. I'm just doing these two things at the same time.
Yep.
Aphoria, you miss. You go to grab him. You totally miss. Kale Wing, you're gonna do a thing. I gotta find. What is this? That's not what I want. You give me a athletics check. A little bit too slow. You reach out and you can feel his scarf in between your fingers, but you're not able to clamp down fast enough, and it zooms out past your grip, and he takes off over to the north and just shouts out for friends. Brigands, we've got the party is here! Ha ha! And he's yelling out. He's booked it off this way. I'll let you know he's actually also holding this big old like branding iron that's like sizzling hot on the end. And let's get into official order here. Kale, you're first.
I'm gonna. Oh. I'll get as close to him as I can, and I'll use my Mind Sliver.
Oh, okay. Mind Sliver. Okay, click the damage, and should ask me for the roll. He fails with a 3 and takes 4 psychic damage. I guess, what is it, a D4 that from his next saving throw?
Yep. Want me to roll the D4?
Yeah, just do it now. 2. Well, I mean, I guess it's up to you. Do you want to do them right when you do it, or when it comes up?
This is fine, because it's only on the first one, so this is just
Right.
easier to not forget.
Just to know. Yeah, exactly. All right, great. So you blast him with a mind bullet. I need to check on something real quick. Yeah, that'll be over there. Okay, great. So then we're on to Moskrit. He's jumping down this causeway. Where are you going?
Just fly full speed at him, trying to grapple.
Okay. You fly in at him. Okay, so you're just trying to grapple him.
Yeah.
Okay, so an athletics check. Ooh.
Oh well.
Sorry, he rolled 20 higher than that. Great, so you go to grab him, and he just dodges out of the way, bending backwards on his huge hind feet. Okay, that's an action. Anything else, Moskrit?
I mean, I'm annoyed that he weaseled out. I'm just gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. All right. Here, I'm already here. I'm just gonna roll the rage for you.
Thank you.
Just so it applies. I was just already right there. Okay, great. So yeah, Moskrit just starts raging out. You just scream when you rage, isn't that what you do?
Yeah. Just like a couple like neck cracks.
Nice.
Little muscle. It's kind of like a bodybuilder routine where I flex my muscles, but
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, and you have your big old sword now. Great. So Agdon's up there. You've run up to him. He takes his branding iron and swings it in at you.
5
and hits you for 9 fire damage. You now have this symbol burned into your arm. It's just 3 rabbits wrapped around each other. And Agdon goes invisible. Only Mossgrit cannot see Agdon anymore. Now you know where he's at, and he's invisible, and you can attack with disadvantage if you know where he's at the moment. But yeah, he's now invisible after branding you with his branding iron. And then he jumps over to Kale, who's right here. And you know what? Swings his branding iron over to you as well. Totally over swings, goes right over your head, looks back at you, realizing you can see him immediately, and he's going to shit. I guess he's gonna try to hop off after you. Now, Mossgrit doesn't get an opportunity attack because you can't see him. But he jumps over here, and Kale can have an opportunity attack on him if Kale would like.
Sure. Try to hit him. I don't even know what weapons I got. Let me see. I do have a dagger.
Dag him.
Actually, I'm gonna save my action. Nope. I'm gonna use my reaction for that. I don't want to waste it. I got better reactions I could use later, possibly.
Gotcha. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, so Agdon jumps over there, and you guys see a number of skiffs start to emerge from around the sides of the stump, and filling up these skiffs are a bunch of other Haringons that are all on the boat. In each boat, there's one Haringon in the back who's like blowing on bagpipes and is just playing a song. 2 in each boat are just kind of rowing, and one guy in the front is just kind of a lookout and watching for you guys. Let's. Roll all those guys in.
Yeah, boy.
Is that someone's initiative? I guess it is. All right. Great. All right, so that's Agdon Longscarf. This is the Haringon Brig. This isn't gonna be super easy, is it? Who's that? It's that guy. Okay, he's just playing the bagpipes. He ain't doing nothing. Euphoria, we're at you. What are you doing?
Jeez. I want to fuck this guy up, but there's like so many of them. I'm gonna use my movement to fly directly up into the air.
Okay, how
so
high
like
are
30
you flying?
feet.
Oh, 30 feet up? Okay.
Yep. And then I'm gonna use command on the rabbit.
Okay.
So that. So I'm just trying to do it properly so it casts it on them. Command.
It's Alt that's hard.
Cast spell. There we go.
Oh, command. You're saying command because of that. Okay, it succeeds with a 13. Agdon does.
Oh shit.
You know
Okay.
what? That's your DC. Well,
No, it's true. If he gets a 13.
he met it, so he bet it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, what did you say to it? Just so we know.
Undress.
Undress. Okay, great. No, he just shakes his hand. He holds out his branding iron to you, and he looks you in the eye, points at you. You next, mate. What you
Good
got?
luck.
I'm coming for your goodies.
That's my turn.
That's your turn.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, great.
I was gonna try and make him drop all his armor and stuff too, but it didn't work. It's alright.
It's okay.
Jeez, my command hasn't worked ever yet.
What is that? The second time, or is that the third time?
I think it's the third or second. I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Okay, well then these this guy continues to row. They're getting closer to you guys, but they're not moving super fast. Kale Wing, we're back around to you. What do?
I'm just going to. Yeah, I'll just do this. I'm just curious if they're hard hit, so I'm going to try to mind sliver the one that's closest to me, the one that's the bottom left of the boat in front of me.
Okay.
What's that? Oh, I'm targeting with this.
Okay, yeah, the Harangon fails with a 5, is unable to avoid the blast of the 1 psychic damage, and then we'll take a -4 to the next saving throw it has to do. Okay, great. Anything else from Kale?
So there's 4 of them now. No.
There's technically
Actually, I'll healing word. I'll cast healing word as well.
Kale, did you mind sliver that thing before?
No. Oh, the other rabbit, the main rabbit, I did.
Because wouldn't that have taken the saving throw off the wisdom saving throw that it did? Or does that already count?
It's a different one. The first one he cast on Agdon. This second one he's casting on one of the Harangons in the boat to the north.
Yeah, and it only lasts until my next turn. So when I start on this turn, it goes away from Agdon.
So, quick question. He cast it on Agdon, right?
Yeah.
And then I had my turn after him, so wouldn't that have taken the -2 off his saving throw using command?
Oh. That would
Technically,
be
it
the
should.
case. Yeah, it should have. You're right. I for some reason I kept thinking it would apply. No, good catch. That's totally true. Okay, great. Well, Agdon has to disrobe now, I guess. We're not too far away from that. Okay, so Aphoriate flew up. That too would have pushed him over. You're absolutely right.
I'm sorry, I didn't want
No,
to
don't be
poke
sorry.
anything. I was just
That's
trying
how
to.
that should work. No, you caught that. Don't be sorry. That's freaking awesome. Okay, great. So you cast command, and you told him to disrobe. Okay. Well, I guess he takes off his leather armor then. How do I? Will that work? Okay, that'll work. Okay, great. Yeah, so he starts disrobing. I mean, first on his turn, he took off his studded leather armor and threw it to the side. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really want to get naked in front of you guys. What's happening to me? And then Kale blasted this other dude. Anything else, Kale? Or I guess you healed.
Healing
somebody?
words on Mosgir, because it looks like she has some HP removed. So I'm just gonna heal her.
Okay. And that's a 4 plus 4. Alright. Moskrit is healed up. The small little executioner is feeling a little bit better. Moskrit, we're at you. You're raging.
I forget how each part should look this. Actually, I'm gonna totally take a pivot. I can't even see him, so
Agdon?
I see. Yeah, right, because he's invisible to me.
Oh, right. That's true. Yeah, you can't see him.
So, like, my attention has fully been on this boat.
Okay.
Is it beyond the scope of an action to light a torch and throw it in the boat? Oh, wait, first question, like, how high up are we from the water? 15 feet, is that what you said?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if they're, like, swimming, they'd have to climb up. I'm gonna try and just, like, toss a lit torch in the boat.
To burn down the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love that. Okay, great. So you launch a lit torch into the boat. All the Harangons in the boat eyes go wide and look down to it. How to roll with that? Okay, well, we'll just say that that's happening. And it's, I mean, it doesn't necessarily catch it all right away, but it's like rolling around underneath the seats on this boat, and you see smoke start to rise up out of this boat. So I guess that's an action. What else would you like to do?
I mean, that's it. I can't see anybody else. I guess I'll just like fly sort of above them. Or do any of them have ranged weapons?
Yeah, it looks like the guy in the front has a crossbow.
So I guess I'll try to I don't really know. I'm just gonna fly above them.
Okay, how high up?
Hide in the trees here. How high up? I'm gonna be in these branches, so however tall.
Let's say 15 feet up. So technically 25 feet up from them.
Okay.
Okay. Great. And you know what? I'll give you half cover up in the tree because you're like up in the branches. Where is it? Cover half. Boom. All right, great. So that's Moskrit's turn. That Haragon in the back just keeps blowing on his bagpipes, playing a beautiful song, beautiful battle song. This dude over here is yelling. You hear shouts. He's like, "Get over there! Get next to the causeway! You guys gotta jump up there!" So he's yelling. This person is rowing. So this boat gets a little bit closer. And who's this dude? Why is it not highlighted? Oh, there he is. Okay, great. So then this guy hops up on here, and that's all he can do because he used his movement rowing, we'll say. So then it's this sniper guy. He's looking up at Moskrit, who flew up there. He's looking down at Kyle. He tries to take aim up at Moskrit in the tree. You do have a +2 to your AC, though, and he launches his light crossbow up towards you. Totally misses. Just goes clattering through the branches, falls into the water below. This brigand dude is rowing his boat a little bit more, so they get closer to the causeway. Then this dude is also rowing that boat closer. Hang on, let me get it. This dude jumps up on the causeway and starts heading around. He's just hopping. I guess he even dashes. Gets over there. Agdon's turn. Agdon sees a Foriat flying up there.
He would still be undressing until the start of my next turn.
That's true. Okay. Okay, he can't do anything else, right? He just has to do that.
I'll just double check. I'm pretty sure it's until the start of my next. Blah.
Wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
So
so
it would start undressing now. Yeah.
This is okay. So this is the turn where it would take off its armor and place it down. I'll call that an action. If he has bonus actions or anything, he can do that. Not necessarily. You know what? Well, nope. No, he just kind of hops in underneath a Foriat, like looking down, just pointing up at you. I got you in my sights, mister! Come down from up there! You come down right now! He's yelling at you. This brigand is playing the bagpipes. They just should not even be in the turn order. They're not fighting, they're bagpiping. Oops. Foriat, we're on you. What are you doing? You're flying 30 feet above Agnon Longscarf. His scarf blowing in the wind, bright blue. He's yelling at you. He's pissed.
You really want to do this? Or do you want to make a deal?
Yeah, I want to do it. What
Well,
kind of deal?
I don't know. Call your men off and we'll talk. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit up here and keep blasting you from the sky.
Oh, we're not doing this again. You're not talking yourselves out of that. I gotta bring a horde back to Bavlorna, and we gotta get our cut, so you better be showering me with all your trinkets, or else.
How much more speech do I have? Because I feel like that was like...
Probably that. That's about it.
Yeah. Then no deal! We're gonna fly another 30 feet into the air.
Another 30 feet straight up.
Yep.
Okay.
That was my threat. If he's not gonna take my deal, I'm gonna fly up. I got 120 feet range on Eldritch Blast.
Oh no, okay. Great. So you're flying up way ahead of him. Guys, somebody give me a boost! We gotta get this fucker! Alright, so you're flying up. You're 60 feet up.
And I'm gonna start fucking popping him. He's got no armor now, so he can eat it.
You blast downward at Agdon Longscarf. He's still fairly quick and dodges out of the way as you blast some of this causeway away, and you damage the causeway right there.
I'll get you next time.
No, you won't. I'm too quick for ya. Haha, it's Agdon Longscarf here. You'll learn.
I'm an idiot.
Yep.
I'm an idiot.
You sure are, buddy. You shouldn't have picked a fight with the Prince of Prismia.
No, I forgot my Hex, and my Hexblade's Curse are bonus actions, not actions, because I was thinking about doing them, and I'm like, oh fuck, wait.
Oh shit.
It's all good. Alright, it's my fault.
Next time, you can swoop in and do it.
Yep.
Okay, so then this Harengon jumps up and gets all up in Kale's face. This Harengon is going to just go to club you in the head, Kale. Swings his club down, hits you with a 16.
That hits.
4 bludgeoning damage. You get knocked in the noggin.
Okay. Hang on. I want to use my reaction.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And I gain 2 AC if that helps at all.
You gain 2 AC. Okay, what is your AC?
13, so it's 15 now. I forgot what you said the hit was, but
16.
Okay, never mind. I still take the damage then.
Alrighty. I mean, is that something where you're allowed to know the number beforehand?
That's up to the DM style. Like, if I know someone has that ability, I usually say, hey, they hit, and then they can decide if they want to use that reaction or not.
Right. Let me see here. You hereby attack for your failed savings that you can use reaction gains. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I lean in that direction, so we'll roll with that. You used, I guess, the one of them. It's not limited, though. It's just every turn you can do one of those, right? Yeah. That's just using your reaction. Okay, great. So you do that, you try to block it, but it still clobbers you in the head for the 4 bludgeoning damage. Then we go over to Moskrit. You just saw Kale get hit in the head.
So he'll get hit in the head because he's in front of me and I can see that guy. I still can't see Agdon.
You still cannot see Agdon, unfortunately.
And which is the guy with the guy with the crossbow still in the boat?
Correct. Yeah, he's at the front of the boat here.
I really just want to sink this boat. Oh, and there's another boat over there.
Well, isn't the fire sinking it already?
Well, it's burning its way through the boat. Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Here, let's
The
just
fire will do it for you.
let's put a torch with orangish light. All right.
Yeah. I want to push the boat away, but I guess I'll attack since Kale's getting attacked and I know he's squishy. So I'm going to just fly in. I also lost rage, so I'm going to have to re-rage again.
Yep.
Which I don't know how to get rid of one of them, but oops.
Oh, is it double doing it?
But I'm going to attack this guy.
Whoa, here.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, here, just for the sake of the placement, let's put you to the north and put him there. Okay, so yeah, you re-rage, and then what?
Yeah, and reckless attack. Oops, I should have rolled it twice.
Ooh.
Oh, well, it hits. So.
Oh, critical reckless attack. Okay, I guess there's no reason to roll again. That's best you can do. Okay, roll your critical fast damage. You swipe down on this dude with this huge long sword. For 4. Whoa. Okay, that happened. Great. You slice into this freaking Herringon brigand for 14 slashing. Oh. Whoops. Oh, you were still targeting on yourself. Whoops. Hang on. I applied the damage to you. That's not the right thing. Okay. Well, you know what? He's got 10 HP. How's this look?
I mean, like, I fly out of the tree directly at him, full speed. And I do a slashing attack as I come in and I shout, "Hail heals us! Don't touch him!"
Oh shit. And he's cut up and he just falls. He's holding his gut that's bleeding out. How dare you! Oh my god! Oh no! Agnon! And he just falls backwards into the water off of the causeway. Fuck yeah, that's 1 down. Anything else, Moskrit?
Just reach down, put that blood on my face, and I face the next one, growling.
Oh, right. All right. Fuck yeah. Okay. So then we got a bunch of brigands. This dude. Okay. So this guy's playing the bagpipes, but he knows that the boat is starting to catch on fire, and he's caught between being the drummer boy and playing until the battle's over, or jumping out. I guess he tries to clear out of the boat. I forgot the boat's attached to him. Nope. He's going down with the boat. Okay. He's just playing his beautiful bagpipe music, but he starts to cry knowing his sacrifice. This snipey boy, where's snipey boy? Alright, this snipey boy jumps up from this boat and starts heading around maybe this way. That's what movement he's got, right? Oh, only that. Okay. So then starts hopping around. I don't think they can shoot you yet. So let me double check. Oh, yeah, okay, he can. He takes aim at a Foriat up in the sky and launches a light crossbow bolt through the air, sailing up towards a Foriat. Hits you with a 17 for 6 piercing damage. A Foriat. Pew! Crossbow bolt hits you in the side.
Ouchie.
Ouchie is right. This Herringon runs over. Dang it, Moskrit's up in the air. He's just I guess he reaches into his back pocket. No, you know what? He probably wouldn't have run all the way up into Kale's range to do that. He kind of steps aside here, pulls out a slingshot out of his back pocket, and just goes to try to shoot this sling attack at you. Just totally misses. Goes right past you, hits the leaves in the tree. He goes, "Oh, shucks!" Then this other sniper is right there. You're up there. He aims his light crossbow at you and blasts into the air. 15 hits for 8 piercing damage on Moskrit. His crossbow bolt lodges into your leg. Then this little hoppy guy jumps out and starts making his way around the causeway towards you guys. This Herringon boy. Let me drag. Come on. There we go. Okay, he's hopping in towards you guys. Makes it to the center area. Boss, I'm here to give you a boost. Do you think we can launch? I don't know if we can launch it that high. I don't care. We're gonna try anyway. Go ahead. All right. There's no way they can technically do that. If one gets a 20 athletics and Agdon gets a 20 acrobatics, then they'll make it. But that's almost impossible. Let's do the first athletics. All right, it's not a 20. He launches Agdon up into the air, and he's just swiping at the bottom of you, Euphoriate, but he can't grab you. He's probably 15 feet short, probably even more than that. But it's Agdon's turn. God damn it, you freaking flying fuck. Alright, this is not good for us. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna... He jumps over to Kale. You got more goodies, do you, mate?
No.
Gimme! He's like wiggling his finger. I guess he's only wiggling on one hand because he's holding his branding iron on the other. And you know what? He's looking at your pockets. He's just like trying to figure out which one to dig in.
If you'll allow it, I'll pull out the severed chicken's foot attached to that leather cord. I'll just start swinging around like it's a slingshot or something.
Okay, like in a threatening manner, or like...
No, just spinning it around. So
Okay.
I do have something.
Like, well, like you want him to take that?
I want him to die for it. Then I want to, like, if he goes for it, I want to throw it into the water,
I got
like as a distraction.
All right, well, give me a persuasion roll then, really quick. Three. Okay. Yeah. Now that looks cool and all, mate, but like, I think this is better. And hang on.
Well,
What does he fucking grab from you? He grabs your bag of sand. I know, your favorite little bag of sand. Aha! You wish you'd keep this for longer, huh? This is mine now. Giving it to Bev Lorna. Haha! He grabs it and let me just. Okay, yep, nothing gives him that. Is that a... It is. And you know what? He goes in and he swings his branding iron at you as well. 17 to hit. You take 5 fire damage as the 3 rabbit symbols burned into your arm. And now he goes invisible to you as well. Haha, got another one, guys! Can't catch me. And then Euphoriate, we're back to you.
Do I know of common knowledge how far a light crossbow can shoot?
Yeah, I guess probably. I mean, roll above a 5. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's 320 feet.
Well, accurately.
Yeah, I think so. Hang on.
Holy shit, really?
Range 320. I'll double check on D&D Beyond though.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, there's nothing that can hit Euphoriate. And I was like, oh, good. I'm glad it can. Crossbow light. Oh, okay, hang on. It's labeled wrong. No, it's totally labeled wrong. It's 80 regular, 320 disadvantage. Okay, so.
So 80 feet. Like, so after 80 feet, it would be at disadvantage, right?
Right, and I think that's definitely past that. Okay, so let me roll another.
No, it's cool. I don't need to go back on anything. But if I go up another 30 feet, I should be in disadvantage range for crossbows, right?
Well, you're already in disadvantage range, so technically I'd like to redo that and just see, because it's on account of your damage. So one more attack. His second attack was 20, so it does hit because it would have been with disadvantage. So I'll keep the same damage you're with. But now it is your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Oh wait, I've got to check. What's the range on that? Oh, 90 feet. Good. Oh, Hexblade's curse is only 5 feet. No wait.
Probably because you have to hit it with the
feet.
blade.
30 feet. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna hex. Mr. Rabbit Boy. So why doesn't my hex come up? I've got to cast it through my book. Okay, so bonus action. Okay, so now he's hexed.
Well, doesn't he get a roll or something? So roll your
Uh,
damage. Roll the damage in the chat, and it'll ask me if there is one.
No, there's no roll. Just places a curse on the target you can see within the range until the spell ends. You deal an extra. Blah blah blah. Has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. I'm gonna choose dexterity disadvantages for him until the thing ends.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go another 30 feet in the air, and then I'm just gonna start hitting him with Eldritch Blasts.
Eldritch Blast. Even without his armor, that one still misses. He's just a little bit quick. It almost like singed his arm hair, but doesn't do any
Jesus
damage.
Christ.
He jumps right out of the way. It just missed, but you blast another section of the causeway, and it's kind of burning up.
Damn, son.
Oh no.
Maybe I should have
Okay.
gone for someone else.
This on deck. Well, you were super close. I mean, you have the right idea. Just unfortunately, the dice is not adding up for you. Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
that's-
even if it's like a 17 or an 18 to hit, doing that consistently is like, oh, I should have changed targets.
Yeah. Okay, that guy's dead. Let's get him out of the order.
He's strong. Holy shit.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
He's just
first things
quick.
first. I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal myself a little.
All right. Did that? I don't think it gave you any. So what'd you get? A 4 plus 4?
Yeah, I got it.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, you got it. Oh, whoops. Here,
All good. I got it.
You got it.
Alright,
You fixed it after.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, wait. No, I think we both added. Hang on. You were at 5 plus 4. You should be at 9.
There we go.
I'll just-
9.
There we go. Okay, good. All right. So you heal yourself a little bit. Then what?
And then, as my action, I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
and I'm going to get out of here. Oh wait, there's another guy right there.
Yeah, there's a bad dude there. So you've disengaged, so you won't get attacked by him. You're just.
I think I only
actively
missed the
dodging out of
first
way.
one though. I think I still get attacked by that guy. Let me double check.
I don't think so. I mean, I might be wrong. Definitely double check. But I think disengage is for everybody.
Okay, it's movement doesn't provoke opportunity attack for the rest of the turn. So never mind.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
it's everybody. Yeah, because you're just actively focused. It's like a dodge, but moving. Okay, great. So you kind of dodge around this dude. You're running down the docks.
In my 10, just trying to get out of the middle of all these guys.
Yeah, for sure. Oops, whoops. Moskrit. Kale has started to run away. This boat has started to catch fire and is burning up. The bagpipe player has succumbed to go down with the ship. I think there's still the one dude with the crossbow at the front of the ship who hasn't gotten off yet, and then obviously the other guys around you. What you doing?
How much smoke is coming off that fire?
I mean, not a lot. Well, how much would you like, or what are you trying to do with the smoke?
I'm trying to be sneaky to see if there's a way that I can see Egdon or whatever. What's his name? Yeah, Egdon.
Oh,
You know?
okay. Like you're trying to blow the smoke into the area.
Yeah, see whatever form.
Interesting.
Is that
well, I'm happy to
lining?
roll with it. Yeah, maybe. How are you going to move the smoke in that direction?
My wings.
Yeah, okay, you're just going to fly over there and push it. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. But, although, give me an athletics check to, like, pump your wings and blow the... Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, great. So you're just kind of just blowing this smoke off in the direction where you had last encountered Agdon. And, yeah, I mean, his form becomes somewhat clear where he is. You can still see his token. He's still invisible, so shooting at him will still be with a disadvantage, but you can see where he's at and could fire at it if you chose to.
I'm gonna shout. I can see the leader, but are we running? shout back.
Kale?
I don't know what we're doing.
I think we're outnumbered. I'm trying to get out of Dodge. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, I'm gonna try and like throw a hand axe at Agdon and then just split, follow.
Okay. Okay, yeah, cool. So hold control for your attack.
But since I'm raging, don't I get advantage? So does it just
Oh,
or,
right.
regular-
So it'll cancel
reckless
out.
attack?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be a regular attack. Yep.
Or regular.
Damn, moss crit. That's nice.
Oh, you're still targeting yourself. No, 14 does not hit. It goes flying past. You actually hit yourself in the toe. No, it goes flying past Agdon. You can see kind of like his scarf whip around in the smoke that you've created. But it does not hit. Your axe lands on the ground on the walkway behind where Agdon is.
And then I'm just trying to split.
You're just splitting. All right. Bagpipe player. Let's just get him out of.
Oh, I was saying that's nice because I thought the 19 was your attack roll. I'm an idiot.
Oh no.
Oh no, that was just the athletics. Yeah. Okay. Snipey boy's up here, making his way towards you guys. They're still running along these walkways towards where you're at. This dude sees you guys run past. Mate, Agdon, they're getting away! And I guess he runs up and tries to grab onto Kale. So Kale in athletics or in acrobatics, your choice. You gotta beat an 8. Okay.
Athlete. What'd you say? Which ones?
Athletics or acrobatics. Oh no! This.
I go, man.
This Harangon chases after you and grabs the back of your shirt, just holding you there. You are now grappled by this dude. No, you can't get out of here so easy. You got all the good stuff, I'm told. This sniper from the boat shoots up towards Euphoria. Now let me double check here. So we've got 30 feet there. You're 90 feet up, so it's definitely outside of his normal range. So he'll shoot light crossbow with disadvantage.
Oh, thank
A 7.
Thank much.
It just goes launching over your head. You don't even hear it land somewhere. This dude continues running up. Oops. Following after his buddy. This dude is in the middle here. Well, see, this is labeled correctly. Okay, 30, 120. So this guy takes his slingshot out of his back pocket and aims up at Euphoria. You come down here right now. I'm telling ya. I'll get you like Dennis the Menace.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
No.
All right, that's fine. And you know what? Instead of this time, he swaps out the rock that's in there, and he somehow has a meatball. He just puts a big old meatball in the slingshot and launches it at you up into the air. With disadvantage, gets a 15 and hits you in the head with this meatball for 4 bludgeoning damage. It's pretty old and nasty. It was a hard meatball and not a soft one. It's yeah, nice shot. Yeah, we got him. You take that. You want more meatballs up there, mister?
Oh god, I'm almost dead. I think
that's
everyone's
right.
almost dead.
You better come down from there. I tell you what. Your friends can't see me. You got this. Agdon just kind of crosses his arms and sits there, just laughing at everything. It just kind of slams his branding iron into his hand. And then it's Euphoria's turn. We'll wrap up after this, and we'll let Valiant join in, whether you continue this battle or not. But Euphoria, what's your last move?
If I shrink myself Does that make it harder for people to hit me? Like, how does that work?
That's a good question. I think technically it should. I don't know if there's a mechanic for that. I mean, maybe. Let me see here. Let me look at this really quick. I'll look more into it. Technically, the effects of your shrink potion just mean that your weapon attacks are less damaging, and your target has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws when you're small, which I guess is you in that case.
Okay. So it's
You
not
know
really going to be useful. I'll just
I'll give you a +2 to your AC, at least in this one case.
I'm just gonna start legging it with the other guys. I think.
Okay.
You
You
use
start flying out towards Moskrit. What were you gonna say?
just use the dash action. And go the 60 feet.
All right. All right. Well, that's where we'll wrap up this time, you guys. Yeah, it was unfortunate Valian wasn't here. You may have done a little bit better, but you can always come back. Or, I mean, you haven't fully left yet, so Valian may join in and help you take care of this. It is tricky that Moskrit and Kale now cannot see Agdon Longscarf. I don't know. Fun encounter. We'll see what happens next time.
Yay!
Woo!
Thanks, Alice.
Everyone was like irking for some combat, and then we get in some combat, and we're almost all fucked up.
We're like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah. Well, Agdon has some weird shit going on with the invisible branding iron thing, and I don't know. We'll see what happens
Hell's
next
Gate.
time. You may be able to get it.
He's strong as frick, man. Like, how much AC is studded leather armor? The stuff he had on, it's like 3 or something, or 4.
I'm not 100. I lowered his AC by 2 when he removed the armor. I don't
So
know.
yeah, he'd be like 18 or 19 or even 20 armor with the studded leather armor. So he's strong as.
Oh yeah. Oh,
He
you
is
know what?
the
I didn't.
Prince of Prismere.
What were you saying?
He is the brigand Prince of Prismere.
Yeah. See, you gotta acknowledge he's
He's a true boss.
He is a true